ahead of my time. Y'all niggas shoulda left with my 9. Bust a shot, hit the cop, and that's a federal crime. But before I go to jail and do the federal time, eat my wife pussy, incredible edible dime. Petro said, buckets, you can do it again. Let the scat blow, fucking now I'm losing the frame. Sean Price is the best around. Niggas Ray Charles with it, doing the damn mess around. I will back out the iron and press this clown. I will smack fire for lion and wet this clown. No joke, rock him all law. Fucking drive by me and I'ma pop at your car. Listen, push that crack, push that rap, good. When I push that lack, you look at that hood. Wanna know who the fuck I'm signed to? What difference do a little bitch? Listen to the tape tick.
Bitch, I give a fuck what you're thinking. Fuck your thoughts. I'm God, and bitch you now.
Yeah,
and bitch you now.
Listen, I'll be that insane nigga from the psycho ward. Insane nigga from the psycho ward. Be that insane nigga from the psycho ward. Insane nigga, insane nigga. Be that insane nigga from the psycho ward. Insane nigga from the psycho ward. Be that insane nigga from the psycho ward. Insane nigga, insane. I'll be that insane nigga from the psycho ward. Insane nigga from the psycho ward. Be that insane nigga from the psycho ward. Insane nigga, insane nigga. Be that insane nigga from the psycho ward. Insane nigga from the psycho ward. Be that insane nigga from the psycho ward. Insane nigga, insane nigga.
But they got no show, so I'ma grab the mic, flip a strip, believe the stun. Buckshot's the one that gets the job done. Mic check, I get paid to wreck your set. Get ready, get checked, cause I'm a threat to your fret. No host bar, incomplete move fakers. Best to play the back and watch a girl, I might take her. If she's a crab, I'ma diss her then slide. If she try to rip, I got my Smith on my side. Word to God, here I comes to make way. Rugged and rough, killing your set every day. Microphone check, 1, 2, here we go. And I'ma let you know who got the flow. Spitting my verbs like an automatic weapon. Suckers keep stepping, cause I'ma let you know. So I paid them like a hippie from the 60s, but I'ma get paid from the 90s. Like to play your little rascal out like stymie, get your flavor. With my lifesaver techniques, guaranteed to move freaks, and I'll go on for weeks, maybe years. If my peers give me ears to fill, lick off a shot and act ill, ball late and chill. See, I paid my dues, now you can't tell me nothing. This is dedicated to the ones who kept frontin', the ones who try to disimpose how oh no. Just cause you had low, see now I got dough, and I'm paid out my rectum, meaning my backbone. Grab the mic, flip a mad script to your dome. Suckers, I kick them like taekwondo. Yes, hello from head to toe to let you know. Rugged operator like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Buckshot quick to play your nigga like Sega. Smooth trigger, happy snappy. Keep my hair nappy. When I swing a F, girls call me Big Pappy. I used to play a game called Ring Around the Rosie, but now I play the mic, that's why the whole world knows me. I'm sorta like a Chevy heavy when I bump rush. You better bring your whole damn crew or get your head crushed, sucker. Cause I'ma set it off with one shot. One trigger, one nigga, enough heads drop. Don't even try to play me out, core static. Buckshot shorty, me sounds like an automatic. Set, my friends mad tight, cause I rocks the mic and keeps the crowd hype. Straight from bump rush, try crush and cause chaos, yo. And I'ma let you know. I must keep you dozing into the stage of the buckshot shorty. Son, pass the boom, keep a top get played. Kill that, what's a mad cap in your back? Cause I'm all that straight from Brooklyn, better known as Brooklyn. Ain't Luke the hookin', your whole beats took it. Must take charge, Bogart, I'm the man. Bust my plan and feeds back on my fan. Once I cruise, pay dues, I never lose when I break on fools. Wake up, you don't snooze. Bust the move, I get smooth like Roadie. Kicking like the 4 horsemen, yeah, you know me. Booming like a speaker with my $100 sneakers. Baggy black jeans, knapsack, and my beeper. Keep a fresh cut, never see me with a busted fro. And I'ma let you know.
Are amused by other brothers' reps, but the thing you know best is where the gun is kept. Cause in the night you'll feel fright, and at the sight of a 4/5, I guess you just might wanna do a dance or two. Cause he could maybe bust you for self or with a crew. No matter if you or your brother's a star, he could pop you in jet without a getaway car. And some might say that he's a dummy, but he's sticking you and taking all of your money. It's a daily operation. He might be loose in the park or lurking at the train station. Mad brothers know his name, so he thinks he got a little fame from the stick-up game. And while we're blaming society, he's at a party with his man. They got the eye and the gold chain that the next man's wearing. It looks big, but they ain't staring, just thinking of a way and when to get the brother. They'll be long gone before the kid recovers, and back around the way he'll have the chain on his neck, claiming respect just to get a rap. 10 brothers in a circle, had the kid trapped. The one with the hoodie said will hurt you if you don't run out your dues and pay. Give up the Rolex watch or you won't see another day. See, they were on the attack, and one said, yo, you wanna make this to a homicide rap? Make it fast so we can be on our way. Kick in the rings and everything, okay? The kid was nervous and flinching, and little shorty with the 3-8, yo, he was inching. Closer and closer, put the gun to his head. Shorty was down to catch a body instead. Money was scared, so he panicked. Took off his link and his rings, and ran frantic. But shorty said, nah, pull the trigger and step. It was nothing. He did it just to get a rap. Grows bigger, now he's known for his trigger finger. Rolling with troops of his sons like a gangster figure. He's near the peak of his crazy career. His posse's a nightmare, Mac and Jules and crazy gear. But as we know, the things we do come back. And shorty's not peeping, others are scheming to counteract. Cause the kid that got shot didn't perish, so he pulls up in the Jeep with tinted windows. Too late, shorty was caught in the mix. His time ran out, his number came up, and that's it. You know the rest, so don't front, the plan has been upset. Some brothers gotta go out just to get a rap.
out there running around with y'all little dats, man. Man, world. Go to summer school, nigga. Get your GED. Yeah, this a man's world, pricks, no fraud allowed. All my niggas with that raw allowed. All my niggas with they paws allowed. Who won't hesitate to bang a nigga right in between they brows. Let's roll, fuck them bitch ass niggas wearing thongs and skirts, trying to catch them while they going to work. Hit them niggas on their job at their lunch break. Make the pump quick, leave them slave when the fucking pump spray. I roll with a sick rollout squad. 10 deep, let's roll out squad. Bring heat when it's cold outside. Max stick the strip and stick the street. Stick and clip and flip the G. Got extended shit in different heat. Mac M1 double now. I'm not the feathers out your bubble down. Stop the blood clot crying.
Alright. Peace and Black Power family. It's your boy Psychopath Black Action. Now I mean, but another Man Cave Monday was really hood out there, family. Let me get some ones out there. Let's make sure everybody can hear me clear while, you know what I mean, get into all this. Some things I want to touch on real quick. You know what I mean? Let me get some shout outs while I'm waiting. Let me see. Shout out to let me see. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Shout out to B1 for Life. Shout out to Heather. Shout out to Lewis. DSA was good. Sweet D was good, sis. Craig, what up? Let's see who else came up here. Aaron was good. Lord Vel was going on. Let's Troll. Juan G's. Let's see. Free Zone Lou. Mujahid was good. Was going on. All Heart Grit and Grind was good. Brownie Ellie was going on with you. Who else? Pookie, what up? Who else? Back to Love was going on. Anybody else go up in here? Did I miss anybody? Kid Grebro was good. Shout out to everybody else out there might be listening and slide through. If I missed you, my bad. What's going on, family? You know what I mean? I'm in the building. My bad about last night. I got caught up hosting some marathon stream, co-hosting a marathon stream, and oh my goodness, the pseudo-ness. Let me tell you, young Pharaoh done kicked the whole fucking table over in the fucking this community for the weekend. Kicked the whole table over. He brought all the pseudos out. He ended up getting in a whole bunch of bullshit himself offline. We gonna get into that too. Know what I mean? But yeah, first things first, you know, just in case you missed some of this madness, and you might have, because I didn't really touch on it too much on Saturday, because I planned on touching on this on Sunday. That was my plan. That's why I didn't touch on it too much on Saturday. My plan was to touch on this yesterday, but I ended up missing my live yesterday, so you know that kind of threw a monkey wrench at things. But yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go through some of this today because I don't want to be too long with all this, so I skipped through a lot of this, but it is some of it I want to touch on. So let's review a little bit of this joint we saw, or some of y'all might have saw over on Sinetta's the other day. This kind of got kicked everything off. Robert, what's going on with you? So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's watch a little bit of this and let's listen to see what had everybody all worked up, family. Because trust me, these motherfuckers is worked up. So let's get into it.
But with that being said, I'm the one that caught Gigi. The white man ain't even catch Gigi. So my thing is, if I'm out here putting in more work than the damn white man, him included, why would Seti ghost me? Is I'm wrong if I say he became a hater? I don't know. I ain't gonna call him a hater. But
hold up. Let me rewind that, because that's the part he was talking about Seti. He called Seti a hater. You heard that.
That being said, I bring the good crowd. But long story short, I brought Seti my crowd.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's get it back. Let's get it back to the Seti part.
Tearing shit up, man. What happened with you and Sarah Sutton, the General Seti?
All right, now I want to correct the people. I don't know who the fuck said that. I'm gonna be honest. This is my first time hearing that. So whoever said that, don't ever do that. Because if anything, I'm Batman. I'm the one that knows science. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at Batman and Robin dynamic, even though I love DC and I hate to see it like that, that's a pedophile relationship. That's why Batman.
Hard now.
That's why Robin wear tights. So I mean, short shorts with his legs out. And at least originally. So I would like to say we was the Colossus and we was the Apocalypse and Galactus, and me considering myself to be Galactus. But with that being said, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened with that relationship. I did everything in my power to show everybody love. I'm not denying that Sinetter fan base was bigger than mine when I came to it, but I'm saying at least I had my own. And I brought it to him. And right now, me and Sinetter working on this shit. We finna come out in July. I'm gonna just snitch a little bit. We coming out in July. And as I go around the world to reestablish Egypt as a global empire, Sinetter is gonna be with me every step of the way. So we doing what we gotta do. We getting it right. But long story short, I tried to do the same thing with Seti. Seti had an older crowd, which is, I'm not knocking it, because he's an older gentleman who was out here before me doing this shit. So of course he would have a crowd that's still in his age bracket. Just like when I get older, I'm gonna have an older crowd. The long story short, at the time, I brought my younger crowd to Seti, who didn't even know who the hell he was. Just like I brought youth to Sinetter, who did, and I'm gonna keep goddamn bringing the age.
That's right.
Yeah, next time I come to New York, nigga, you gonna see me in a crowd of damn Japanese and Vietnamese people. So that being said, I bring the good crowd. But long story short, I brought Seti my crowd. I did everything I could to get him up to date. Shit, nigga, we was doing live streams. We was going everywhere. I did everything in my could to get by Seti. I came down here to Houston. Once again, my baby mother chose Houston. She say she came down here because YouTubers was down here. I can only take her word on that. But long story short, when I got to Houston, everybody started acting funny, including Seti. So it was like as soon as I got the fuck out of New York, I ain't know who the fuck was around me no more, Si. I ain't know who the fuck was around me. A part of me felt like, shit, did y'all move me down here to fuck on purpose? So, shit, when I came down here to Houston, a lot of y'all may have seen the damn live. I sent Seti 10 bands on his birthday. I think that nigga birthday January 4th. Some of y'all might have been in the motherfucking live. So I showed him his love. Me and Si was beef. I mean, we wasn't talking. If I would have caught Si on his birthday, I would have sent Si some bread. So I sent Si 10 bands. I sent Seti 10 bands on his birthday just off the strength of, nigga, you was in there when Dr. Ben was in that home. You know what I'm saying? That's like Sinetter get older. I'm always be behind. You gonna let Sinetter be in no damn home. But you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you was 10 toes down by one of our elders. Nigga, you didn't introduce me to goddamn Ash Rock Quazy, you and Si. So I just had a lot of respect. Like I said, I wasn't in communication with Si. But I paid him my homage the same way I pay Si's homage if I catch his ass on his birthday or his whatever it is. And I sent that nigga $10,000. Nigga, I probably could go and screenshot the damn transaction if I still got the account. I sent that nigga $10,000, and that nigga never answered the phone after he told me he received it. That was the last time. The last time I talked to Seti is him telling me he got that money. Now me is this, right? I don't call Seti every day. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with my baby moms and why they decided to say things that wasn't true. But if they got a true bone in my body, both of them will tell you I'm the one that brought Seti to Buffalo. I got a cousin in Buffalo who I'm mad at him because he used to do bullshit to me when I was a kid. That nigga loves Seti. I'm the one that introduced that nigga. I brought Seti to his damn house. I took Seti to my hood. Ain't nobody do shit to Seti. I took Seti right on Sherman. I showed Seti nothing but love. So the reason I'm saying this is I feel like, nigga, if that nigga felt some motherfucking type of way the whole time, he could have been said that before he accepted that money. You ain't have to accept that money and then go MIA. And then I feel like, nigga, even if you was gonna cut me off, and if Seti was if Seti was sitting right, I'm no disrespect, I will beat the shit out of Seti. I will beat the shit out of Seti. I will beat the fuck out of him. So don't think I don't want nobody to get general. I'm the real general.
Did y'all hear that, family? My fault. I was a little delay. Did y'all hear that, family? Yeah, I mean, he talking crazy. First, he was talking like yeah, Seti, my little man. I'm the one who put him on. You know, this shit ain't really about nothing. That motherfucker said on some real shit. I'll beat the fuck out of Seti. Seti don't want this motherfucking smoke. That's what he said. That motherfucker was like, yo, Seti, fuck all that dumb shit. You up here chirping in the background and everything else.
All these niggas be on here talking tough. I'm saying, nigga, guns down, hands up.
That's what he said. Guns down, hands up. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. I don't even know where the fuck this is even coming from. This is crazy. Now he talking crazy slick about Seti. This is insane.
Bitch, bring it to me. I'm gonna go right in your chest, nigga.
When I was a kid, that nigga loved Seti. I'm the one that introduced that nigga. I brought Seti to his damn house. I took Seti to my hood. Ain't nobody do shit to Seti. I took Seti right on Sherman. I showed Seti nothing but love. So the reason I'm saying this is I feel like, nigga, if that nigga felt some motherfucking type of way the whole time, he could have been said that before he accepted that money. You ain't have to accept that money and then go MIA. And then I feel like, nigga, even if you was gonna cut me off, and if Seti was if Seti was sitting right, I'm no disrespect, I will beat the shit out of Seti. I will beat the fuck out of him. So don't think I don't want nobody to get general. I'm the real general. He a YouTube general. So, but with that being said, if Seti was sitting right here on my lap, I'll hug him by his waist and tell him just like this, Seti, nigga, and rub on his head. And I tell him, Seti, you never had to accept $10,000 from me and then don't tell me you don't fuck with me. You could have at least got on the phone like a man and said, Pharaoh, nigga, I don't fuck with you no more because of XYZ. At least tell me why you don't fuck with me no more. Don't receive no $10,000 from me and then disappear like a bitch. Because if I go outside my house right now,
nigga, he don't fuck with, he stopped fucking with you because you was cooted. You was a cool ass nigga. And you was trying to pay him off to start cooning with you. Keep it a stack. The fuck?
Niggas should have been bust you niggas' heads.
Know what I mean? You was moving like a fucking agent.
Niggas ought to bust your motherfucking head ASAP. Should have been bust your motherfucking head. You was an agent.
And run into Seti. The first thing I'm gonna say is, damn nigga, what happened? Now, why is this important? I'm sitting next to Sinetta, right? I'm sitting on this live with Sinetta live and still can't tell you why I ain't heard from Seti. So to answer this question, nigga, I don't know. All I know is I sent that nigga $10,000 on his birthday, never heard from the nigga again. So I'm gonna tell you what, I'm about to be a trillionaire. And the same way Seti went MIA, his ass better stay MIA while me and Sinetta running around. Don't bring your bitch ass to no event. And like I said, I don't gotta jump nobody. Nigga. If I'm 50 deep, I'll still, nigga, hold my gun and let me whoop his ass. And if you don't reach for the gun, I won't even pass it. So with that being said.
Oh, damn. He like, nigga, come to me, nigga. I don't care if you got your guns. I don't care what the fuck you got going on, nigga. Bring it. I ain't scared your bitch ass.
Bitch, bring it to me. I'm gonna go right in your chest, nigga. Niggas ought to bust your motherfucking head ASAP. Should have been bust your motherfucking head. You was an agent.
I don't gotta jump nobody. Nigga. If I'm 50 deep, I'll still, nigga, hold my gun and let me whoop his ass. And if you don't reach for the gun, I won't even pass it. So that.
Well, with that being said, he loves saying that. And with that being said, Motherfucker, the irony of that statement. Oh my goodness. We'll get to that in a little bit.
That being said, nigga, I'll come right to Detroit and stump Seti ass right.
All right. Yeah. Oh, hold up there. This
I ain't heard from him. I don't want to hear from him.
Now, young Pharaoh, check this out though.
Wherever Sarah Seti ass is at, his ass will stay. Period.
Was this the time that you was in your right frame of mind, or would you say that you had been drugged already?
I wasn't drugged. So
okay, so you in your right state of mind at this time.
I moved down here, I think in August. His birthday was in January. I got drugged the next summer. So by the time I got drugged, I had already didn't talk to Seti for like a year and a half. I had already not heard from him. And right before I sent Seti his money, and everybody was in that lie. They know I wasn't drugged.
Hey, you could keep talking. This is just right here. What I'm about to do is no disrespect to you. I just want to, because when people come on my platform, they always say, "Saul, you did this and you did that." So this is no disrespect to you, but you can keep talking. Go ahead.
Right. So with that being said, the last time I talked to Seti before I sent him them $10,000, sent him that $10,000, I was trying to go see him. Now I'm not gonna, say give his whereabouts of his location, because I ain't no bitch ass nigga like that. But long story short, I'm like, damn, Seti, I ain't seen you in a minute. Nigga, we ain't got to do no show or we ain't got to do no lecture. But nigga, let me fly out and come say, hey, to you and the family. So he was supposed to give me his address. So that conversation went on probably for like 6 months of me just calling the nigga, like basically on some like, nigga, is you still alive? You know what I'm saying? Like just checking on. That's like, Sainetta, whether we do an event or not, nigga, if too long go by, I'm gonna call you and be like, hey, nigga, is you still breathing? So that's just me calling the nigga. But he would always hit me with the yeah, when I'm ready, or I gotta talk to my wife or whatever the fuck, he would say, when I'm ready, I'll get you down. He just kept giving me the runaround. So then he gave me the runaround all the way up until I sent that nigga them 10 bands. Then when I sent him them 10 bands, I ain't never hear from the nigga again. So now I'm just like, I'm a treat.
Why do you think that is though? What happened? Why do you think that is?
What did I do wrong? I ain't been doing nothing but fighting for the community by my goddamn self.
Fight for what community? The goddamn pseudo community? Negro, you was fighting for that white Alex Jones conspiratard Kunanon community. That's what you was fighting for. You want to fight for those black people? Mr. Pro-Whiteous? Pro-Whiteous is over here on side of the TV after all that cooning since cooning been cooning, talking about all I was doing was trying to fight for the community?
Bitch, bring it to me. I'm gonna go right in your chest, nigga.
What?
Niggas should have been bust you niggas' heads.
Motherfuckers nutty. You wasn't fighting for shit, dog. You wasn't fighting for shit but another motherfucking conservative paycheck. How you think you had all those bands to throw in Seti? Y'all trying to get Seti down with the program. That was the payoff. That was the payoff. Now, here you go, Seti, 10 bands. Let's get this bread, nigga. Come get this bread with me. Here you go. Because you needed Seti to still give you some street cred. Because your street cred was shit. All you had was those white motherfuckers for a long time. Black motherfuckers was done with you. You was just a train wreck that Negroes like to look at and laugh at and shit. Because you a whole fucking train wreck. But people wasn't fucking with you like that, dog, at that time. Please, you up here going through all this bullshit with your baby mother and all this anything else and talking all crazy, cooning, got CIA agents all on your fucking platform and cooning some more, and yeah, the real ones saw you. Only motherfuckers you had was those spooked out, weirdo, holistic ass Anunnaki. But well, it's a lot of these motherfuckers too, but they the only ones who still was rocking with you. And they was even starting to say, I don't know about this guy. Anyways, let's get back into it.
What did I do wrong besides go catch human traffickers? What did I do wrong besides go catch pedophiles and
Who? What human traffickers and pedophiles did you catch? What human traffickers and pedophiles did you catch? You got some articles? You got some kind of source material to back up any of that still statement you said? Because right there, you appealing to that Kootenai crowd. Anytime you hear people obsessed over sex trafficking and pedos and all that, you are dealing with somebody who's in direct contact with Kootenai. That is Kootenai buzzword fuck shit. They are always talking about these sex traffickers that you ain't never seen. Where are they? So he helped catch. Who did you help catch? Who did you catch? Did you physically catch him? Was you a part of a sting operation? Did you dox them? How did you catch all these sex traffickers and everything else? How did that even happen? What was your mind? How did you know what I mean? What was the format? How did that work? Lying ass, coon ass nigga.
By my goddamn self. What did I do wrong besides go catch human traffickers? What did I do wrong besides go catch pedophiles and expose the shit that the government doing? What did I do wrong besides fight on behalf of the community? What did I do wrong besides expose how a Jewish rabbi from New York said they be putting kids in the damn McDonald's food to get rid of the body? What did I do wrong?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Did he just say what I think he just said? You dumb motherfucker.
Wrong besides go catch pedophiles and expose the shit that the government doing? What did I do wrong besides fight on behalf of the community? What did I do wrong besides expose how a Jewish rabbi from New York said they be putting kids in the damn McDonald's food to get rid of the body? What did I do wrong besides defend my community?
Wow. What? Oh. Family, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Wow.
Expose how a Jewish rabbi from New York said they be putting kids in the damn McDonald's food to get rid of the body. What did I do wrong besides defend my community? And even though I love Asians, I'm the one that caught China. The damn U.S. Marines didn't even catch Xi Jinping. I'm the one that caught Xi Jinping, even though Xi Jinping good and he Gucci and he free to go on all charges because that white man is a racist motherfucker. But with that being said,
you did what now? Who did you? Wait. How are you doing all this? Look inside of the face too, by the way. He tried not to laugh. But that's either here or there. Yo, how are you doing all this amazing shit you're talking about? Like, what are you, wiretapped? Or you like you gotta be a part of some sting operation? Now I know you fuck with them boys. You totally fuck with them. You know, you fuck with them boys. You very open about your connection with the federal agencies of this motherfucking land bag. You brag about this shit. Right? That's what you do. So this shit is hilarious to listen to. This motherfucker is nuts, family. Nutty as shit. This is insane. This is insane.
Didn't even catch Xi Jinping. I'm the one that caught Xi Jinping, even though Xi Jinping good and he Gucci and he free to go on all charges because that white man is a racist motherfucker. But with that being said, I'm the one that caught Gigi. The white man ain't even catch Gigi. So my thing is, if I'm out here putting in more work than the damn white man, him included. Why would Seti ghost me? Is I'm wrong if I say he became a hater? I don't know. I ain't gonna call him a hater, but all I'm gonna say is I don't know. I can't speak for Seti. I'm not even asking that Seti get on the internet and explain why he ghosted me. All I'm gonna say is whatever he doing, keep doing it.
He ghosted you because you up here with these goddamn boys giving them 10 racks, probably to try to join your little sting operation, you dumb up, you fucking Kudanon agent.
Use an agent. Use an agent. Use an agent. Use an agent.
Explain why he ghosted me. All I'm gonna say is whatever he doing, keep doing it. Whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna keep doing it. And nigga, I hope that decision he made was worth it. Cause nigga, not only am I a self-made millionaire, I'm about to be a self-made trillionaire. And I got me and Sinetta about to click up. So when y'all see us out here riding, when y'all see us out here with this gold, I can't speak for Sinetta, but when you see me out here with these hoes and boats, Seti ass can't get on the boat. Seti can't get on the boat. Seti can't get on the boat. Seti ass.
Yo, man, Pharaoh, you funny as shit.
He ain't getting on the boat. He ain't getting on my boat.
Oh man. Hey, are you up for any questions from the audience or no?
I'm up for any and all questions. How I don't run from no questions.
Yeah, okay. Hey, family, I'm talking about I was gonna let when I do the questions, I let them in and let them show their face.
Come on, let them in.
And all right, family. So this is your opportunity. I'm gonna say this to you one time. All Pharaoh got to do is say, "Sarnetta, let's move on." If we say move on, I got to move on. This is not for a debate. We are not debating right now. Okay. So you can come in and ask a serious question, not no stupid stuff, family. All right.
I'm gonna say that to say this. This is Sarnetta. It's Sarnetta. So I'm not running from no questions. But what I am going to tell everybody is what should be universal to every man. Don't ask me nothing about my kids. Now
there you go.
I know that I shouldn't have to say that. But sadly, I've been getting on the internet and
you got to say that because our people some crazy.
Yeah. Like, don't get on here and do what Rashad Jamal did because that's why he gone now. You would never see him again. He in the ether. So with that being said,
what is your?
What happened? Never mind.
Pharaoh, young Pharaoh, what is your take on mental health?
Mental health is synonymous with all.
Great fucking question, because it applies here.
He in the ether. So with that being said,
what is your? Pharaoh, young Pharaoh, what is your take on mental health?
Mental health is synonymous with all other aspects of the body, and what people need to understand about mental health is you don't gotta be like if you get like let's say you break your legs, you could potentially become depressed. You may even become suicidal. So what I'm saying is mental health is holistic, but Westerners don't teach it holistically because they don't want you to be mentally healthy. It's impossible for you to be.
I'm not about to listen to an unhealthy, mentally conditioned motherfucker trying to tell me how to get my motherfucking mental calisthenics the fuck up. How you gonna try to teach motherfuckers how to get their mind right when your shit is fucked up? This is insane. But he's up here trying to give advice to motherfuckers about mental health issues while ignoring his clear mental health issues.
His mental health is holistic, but Westerners don't teach it holistically because they don't want you to be mentally healthy. It's impossible for you to be physically not at 100% and be mentally healthy 100%. Now, why is this important? Because just as that is impossible, it is also impossible for you to be mentally healthy 100% if you're not emotionally healthy 100%. So I say that to say this. As we heal ourselves as Black people, because we've had a lot of damage done to us, as y'all know, I've done articles recently where they show you got white people right now that was still doing slavery in the back. The FBI just raided some shit where they was still raising niggas as slaves. So I say that to say this. I'm very patient with my people and I love my people. And despite anything y'all heard coming out of my mouth, y'all know I'm not going nowhere. I was just mad because I was being betrayed and no disrespect.
Of course you're not going nowhere. You tried to go somewhere. And look where you ended up right back to. Exactly. Just like all the other coons. All you coons think you motherfuckers got it out. Think all you gotta do is sell your soul and everything will be fine later. You know what I mean? You Gucci. You know, fuck these niggas. These white people about to pay me forever. Motherfucker, I hope you got a good savings account. I hope all you coons out here got a good savings account and y'all was stacking. And y'all got a plan. But when y'all asses get fired, because all you coons end up losing y'all fucking job. And then y'all come crawling back to the motherfucking hood, crying about racism, trying to stir up black people in the hood to fight your coon ass plight about how the white man did you dirty, ghosted you, all because you was trying to help the black community. Oops, I mean the Coonanon community. This shit's a joke. You guys are fucking
coming out of my mouth. Y'all know I'm not going nowhere. I was just mad because I was being betrayed. And no disrespect to Houston, but when I got down here, I almost had to murk one of y'all because apparently y'all thought y'all was gonna try to rape me. So, you know, I almost had to do
that.
Yeah,
I need y'all to turn on your cameras, Garfield. Garfield, Q Butler. Cameras must be on. We got to see y'all, man. We got to see y'all.
Right. But long story short, mental health is holistic. So, you know what I'm saying? I want everybody to understand that if you're not mentally...
Stop with your nonsense. Look, you about to laughing. Stop with your nonsense, dog. There's nothing holistic about mental health. What are you even talking about? You trying to spook out mental conditions? Stop.
Holistic. So, you know what I'm saying? I want everybody to understand that if you're not emotionally stable and being emotionally uplifted, if you're not physically stable or being physically uplifted, and when I say stable, I mean on every level. If you're not stable on, if not all levels, at least 7 to 10 levels of yourself.
You good, Garfield. You can turn yours off.
You're not gonna be mentally stable all the way. You're not.
All right. Lexi Lou, can you turn on your camera, please? Brother Sanchez is in the building, one of the most powerful brothers when it comes down to breaking down flat earth. Brother Sanchez, you are on the call, brother.
And we've been bitch slapping these flat earthers all weekend. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got so many pseudo bodies on my motherfucking belt this weekend, and over half of them came from me shitting on these flat earthers. These flat earthers are pathetic. They are intellectually pathetic. But let's get back into it. I just had to throw that little caveat up in there. But let's go.
Brother Sanchez, you are on the call, brother. Pharaoh, you familiar with Sanchez?
Oh yeah, you know me and Pharaoh have debated before.
Right.
Sanchez already.
Let me say this real quick though. Let me start the flow right this before we do anything, Sarnetta. Let me say salutes to young Pharaoh and welcome back. The reason I got love for young Pharaoh is because even though me and him don't agree about the shape of the earth, we was able to have a respectful debate and it was good. He's a brother that I feel like would be, because Sarnetta, you know, me and you was talking, we was trying to find me an opponent.
Right.
I know I got Unc on the horizon. We know the situation with Polite. Man, I've been telling the people, young Pharaoh is the perfect candidate because it ain't personal with me and this brother. I respect this brother despite what anybody say. I was able to debate this brother, and the whole while we set it up, it was real shit. It was a good debate. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no nigga shit. And it was, you know, so that's the person that I always will speak highly of. One thing I want to say is this. A lot of people on my side, you know, they may be flat earthers, but I want to say, y'all, on my side, we want to respect young Pharaoh. And for young Pharaoh people, we want to respect my side.
That's right.
Because I think that me and young Pharaoh can do so much for the community just by being the two brothers with a flame engaging into a conversation about the shape of the earth versus who hood got the most killings in it.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I also want to say,
what is Brother Sanchez talking about? Who the hell be going around on any of these platforms debating on whose hood got the most killings? Are you motherfucking shit me? Yo, man, let's set up this debate next week. Okay, what topic you want to debate? I don't know, man. I'm saying, like, I think your city pussy. I think your whole city pussy. Them motherfuckers body count only exceeded 30 bodies last year. You motherfuckers a bunch of bitches. My motherfucking city hit triple digits last year, motherfucker. My city hit triple digits last year. You want to cook? Motherfucker, we only caught 30 bodies, motherfucker, but about 1,000 motherfuckers got shot. We ruthless, motherfucker, but we ain't that ruthless. We shoot motherfuckers, but we ain't trying to shoot to kill like you motherfuckers. But we be busting motherfuckers, though. I'll cook you on that debate. I'll cook you on that debate. What date you want to do it on? You want to do what? I'll be ready next week, motherfucker. Get your crime statistics ready. Get your crime statistics ready. Make sure you got all your sources lined up, and I'm gonna show you that your city is more pussy than mine, motherfucker. Who says that? Who does that? What is President Sanchez even talking about right now? This is better than debating on whose city's got the most killers. Who does that? Nobody does that. What are you even talking about right now? You see, this coon babble is a problem because y'all motherfuckers so copy and paste. Y'all so stuck in y'all circular, redundant, remedial talking points that y'all just start throwing that shit around when it don't even fucking apply. When y'all black on black crime statistic bullshit don't even apply, y'all will try to fit square peg in round hole just so y'all can sound like y'all had something to say. This is disgusting.
In it.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I also want to say salutes to Q Butter, but as of now with young Pharaoh on the panel, I only want to deal with young Pharaoh tonight, right? I don't know what was said. Yeah, I can always, no offense to my nigga Q Butter, I can hit him up tomorrow. I can get it.
All right, hey, so Sanchez.
But Pharaoh is a hard man to come by. I only want to talk to Pharaoh tonight.
All right. So Sanchez, I'm gonna let you wait because I'm gonna let these brothers just ask a question because you're gonna be long with Pharaoh. So let's get to Lexi Lou. Lexi Lou, what's happening? Do you have a question for young Pharaoh?
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Before she do that, Sinetta, can you do me a favor?
Yes, go ahead, brother.
If I put a link in the comments, are you able to click it?
Yes, go ahead. I gotta of course I got to make you a you just want me to click it or everybody?
No, everybody can click it, but you can if it's convenient now for you to just click it, that's cool. What I want to do is I just want to put my Twitch link in the comments.
Yes, go ahead. Okay. I got to make you a moderator. That way everybody can see it. And so if they click it, they can subscribe to it, right?
Right. So Twitch, I want everybody to know Twitch is exactly like YouTube, except y'all gonna see a lot of gamers on there, but
Twitch is not like YouTube. Twitch is not like YouTube. Twitch is a gaming site. It is like YouTube as far as you can live stream and you got live chats and everything else, but that shit is not like YouTube. And that shit is way, like, he's over there on Twitch because, like he said, it's a gaming website. It's mainly built for gamers. And it's a whole bunch of white supremacists and racists that be over there. Because y'all know the gaming community is flooded with white supremacists. And motherfucking and racist ass, nationalist apologists. All these little white wingers, they all over there talking crazy about black people. This is where a lot of these coons go to get their black on black crime, anti-black talking points. These motherfuckers be chilling up on Twitch and Discord and all these other little gaming websites with all these white people getting all their anti-black talking points. Then they crawl up out their little hole that they was up in with all these cave beasts. They crawl out the cave, the internet cave that they was hiding in with these others. And then they start espousing all that nonsense to people like us. Acting like they got an original thought. Like they actually got a thought in their brain that the white man didn't put in there. These programmed ass Negroes. This is where they go to get programmed. And he trying to get all you motherfuckers to go over there and be programmed right along with him. But the rest of those racist fucks. Get back into it.
Exactly like YouTube, except y'all gonna see a lot of gamers on there, but they allow me to do talking and podcast on there. There's a section, so I want to let people know the reason I'm on Twitch is because even though I made a new YouTube is still not paying me. Twitch is. So I stream, I still do my live streams, I do the news, everything I used to do on YouTube, I just do it on Twitch. So I'm trying to drop it in the comments. It's not letting me, but Sinetta, if you don't mind, it's Young Pharaoh Inc. You ain't got to do it now.
All right, my moderators, my man. Where my man Max Bird? Where my man, my girl at H. Millette. Go ahead, say it slow. There, get it.
It is Young Pharaoh Inc. So my name regular and then Inc. INC for incorporated. Just go on. You can go on Google and type in Twitch space Young Pharaoh Inc. and it should come up. And then what I wanted to ask you to do, Sai, is not just put it in the comments, but put it, share the screen before we end the live. Okay. Yes. All right. Yes. So while they doing that, we could do the question. I just wanted to get that out.
Okay. Yeah, I got that. Let's get that link up there, please. Sister, you got the floor. Lexi Lou, let's go.
Y'all, I'm eating right now, so come back to me.
All right, I'll come back to you, Lexi Lou.
Okay. If you are in the car and you eating, I got one question for you. Why the fuck did you hit the link? I don't understand you motherfuckers who just hit links randomly for no motherfucking reason other to be seen or heard. Like, it's a lot of you motherfuckers. Y'all just see links in chats and just start hitting those motherfuckers for no real fucking reason. So I just want to take this little time out to do this little PSA to show that this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Just because there's a link in the chat to join the panel does not mean that you should possibly hit that fucking link. Unless you can actually add to the conversation. You actually are in a certain area where you can pay attention to the conversation, keep up with the conversation, and you can actually speak when spoken to. If you are in a situation where it's real busy around you, you're going to be distracted, you really ain't got a whole lot to say on the subject matter, you might want to stay your ass in the fucking chat. You might just want to stay your ass in the chat and off the fucking panel. I'm just saying there's a bunch of you motherfuckers too. This ain't just her. This ain't just a girl thing. I see a bunch of dudes who do this shit as well. Y'all have got to stop this shit. Stop being panel whores. If you can add something to the conversation, cool. But if you have nothing to add, just stay your ass in the chat and listen. I don't understand you motherfuckers. That shit drive me nuts.
I'm gonna give off the 10-minute energy that the cast needs.
All right, Q Butter, you on the call, Q Butter.
Sanchez, what's goody, baby?
What's good, my nigga Q Butter? Salutes, brother.
Salute. Yo, Pharaoh, yeah, brother, you not shout out to you, Young King. I definitely, the question on mental health was asked. I don't want to get personal with the question, but I feel like as a brother to you, and I know you don't know me and stuff, I do feel like the community has kind of like put you in a space mentally where you just sound really like out there with the information. So I'm hyped to say like let's combat certain things, but I'm more maturely saying like, yo, we should have a discussion about mental health and stuff like that. Because I'm just trying to I can't imagine this conversation 10 years from now without me sitting here saying to you, brother to brother, like, do you have somebody in your corner for mental health?
Put me up, Sal. No, can you have it to where we all up, or you want it to be big like this? Okay, cool. Now, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Perfect. So, I'm open to any and all questions, but what I would say is this before I answer. I mean, as I answer that, I want to ask you a question. I have plenty of people in
This is typical pseudo shit. Q asked this motherfucker a question, and instead of him answering the question, he responded with a motherfucking question. Ain't that typical? Ain't that typical of these motherfucking pseudos? That's exactly what these motherfuckers are trained to do. This is why it's so frustrating talking to pseudos, because you can never get a direct answer from these motherfuckers, and all they do is try to spin the narrative and ask you a question to respond to your question. And people get wrapped up in that dumb shit. That's why pseudos hate me, because I don't let them get away with that shit. That is a burden shifting tactic that they love to fucking do. It right now. He's trying to shift the burden on Q and take it off himself. Typical tactic. Let's get into it.
I mean, as I answer that, I want to ask you a question. I have plenty of people in my corner for mental health. But what I want to say is, I'm a genius. I'm a polymath. You probably don't even know what that is by definition. So I'll give you the definition. A polymath is someone who is an advanced version of a genius. So a normal genius is...
This motherfucker is self-appointing himself a fucking genius. And there's weirdos out here who will take that as validation that this motherfucker actually is some kind of fucking master teacher. This is a problem. This is a problem.
Is someone who's advanced in one subject, which would be a monomath. A polymath is someone who's a master of many subjects. So I'm actually a polymath. Not only did I get a shout out from the CIA, what
happened? I told y'all, this motherfucker said he got a shout out from the CIA. What I tell y'all about this motherfucker?
Use an H. Use an H. Use an H. Use an H.
Someone who's advanced in one subject, which would be a monomath. A polymath is someone who's a master of many subjects. So I'm actually a polymath. Not only did I get a shout out from the CIA, once again, I'm the one that figured out the origins of HIV. I'm the one that knows Judy Mikovits and done real lectures with doctors that Ivy League colleges haven't made. So I said to say this, not only that done real.
This motherfucker said he cured HIV. Wait, so did you cure HIV before Dr. Sabi? Oh, this is top-notch pseudo. You can't take that pseudo claim about curing HIV because that pseudo claim has already been copyrighted trademarked by Dr. Sabi himself. You cannot sit up here and come after him, try to remix his pseudo, and then claim it is yours. What are we talking about right now? This is crazy.
Shout out from the CIA. Once again, I'm the one that figured out the origins of HIV. I'm the one that.
Oh, my bad. He said he figured out the origins. What is the origins? Is it really green monkeys? I don't know.
Again, I'm the one that figured out the origins of HIV. I'm the one that knows Judy Mikovits and done real lectures with doctors and actually made historical breakthroughs that Ivy League colleges haven't made. So I said to say this, not only do I have people in my corner for mental health, whether I had them or not, I got myself and I got Buddha. So with that being said, I have common sense. But even if I didn't, I want to ask you now, why do you think, according to you and whatever level of importance you think you have, believe that I need some kind of mental health check? Because I'm a self-made millionaire, about to be a self-made trillionaire with 4 apps and 4 inventions, started a bank, got 51 acres of land, helped get a whole extraterrestrial kill. I'm the one about to meet Putin. I'm the one that was supposed to meet Trump. I'm the one that uncovered it all. I'm the one that figured out Pizzagate, Frazzle Drip. I'm the one that exposed Obama, Hillary. I'm the one that caught goddamn George Soros.
My goodness. What the fuck are you rambling about? You lying fuck. What are you talking about?
I need some kind of mental health check because I'm a self-made millionaire, about to be a self-made trillionaire with 4 apps and 4 inventions, started a bank, got 51 acres of land, helped get a whole extraterrestrial kill. I'm the one about to meet Putin. I'm the one that was supposed to meet Trump. I'm the one that uncovered it all. I'm the one that figured out Pizzagate, Frazzle Drip. I'm the one that exposed Obama, Hillary. I'm the one that caught goddamn George Soros, who's a Hungarian human trafficker. So my main question to you is, was such a huge resume of work that you could never motherfucking have in your life, what makes you?
That motherfucker sat up there, picked up all those notebooks and was like, I got 80 pages of motherfucking rhymes up in this motherfucker. I got 80 pages of rhymes up in this motherfucker.
Resume of work that you could never motherfucking have in your life. What makes you think that something's wrong with me?
Really? Did he just ask that? Did he just go on this long tangent, ramble about all this pseudo nonsense and turned around and said, why the fuck would you think something's wrong with me? Jeez, YP, I have no idea. Why would anybody possibly think that you're mentally off? I have no clue. I have no clue. Why would they think that?
About to be a self-made trillionaire with 4 apps and 4 inventions, started a bank, got 51 acres of land, helped get a whole extraterrestrial kill. I'm the one about to meet Putin. I'm the one that was supposed to meet Trump. I'm the one that uncovered it all. I'm the one that figured out Pizzagate, Frazzle Drip. I'm the one that exposed Obama, Hillary. I'm the one that caught goddamn George Soros, who's a Hungarian human trafficker. So my main question to you is, was such a huge resume of work that you could never motherfucking have in your life, what makes you think that something's wrong with me?
I have no idea. Why would they think that? Look at Sadetta's face. Sadetta is laughing his fucking ass off. This is pure comedy. He knows this is comedy gold. Sadetta back there chuckling.
What makes you think that something's wrong with me? Because I'm very accomplished.
One, the fact that you believe in everything you just said.
It's right there. Makes you think that something's wrong with me? Because I'm very accomplished.
One, the fact that you believe in everything you just said.
It's right there. What you talking about? I don't believe in it, nigga. I know of it.
The
nigga,
fact that you printed those out.
CNN. Did you ever get, nigga? Did you ever make it to CNN?
Was that a HD? I'm just like, no, I'm not trying. Brother, I'm just being like,
You know who? I'm the general. I could get on the internet right now and say I got 50 murders and I ain't going to jail. So my thing is, I'm a real general, nigga. Who is you? Who is you?
Your brother that loves you, bro. At the end of the day, you know, we brothers, man. And
you can tell your kids, hey, I was on the live stream today and I got a chance to talk to the general. I got a chance to talk to the leader of the community. Yeah. So you should be honored. You should be honored.
In some ways, I am.
You got somebody to check on your mental health? Because
I definitely need more.
You don't know who the fuck I'm really is.
Definitely need more. I mean, the question to go into further with the question, right? Like the way you answering the questions, the way you're organizing the information, the aliens, you killed numerous aliens, the discovery of certain diseases.
Queen Elizabeth is dead, ain't she?
All right, hey, we don't want to get to that.
Wait a minute, Sal. Do you know who Queen Elizabeth is? So how you on here trying to make an assumption about me identifying a body that you didn't even know exists? So if I tell you I went around the corner and killed a nigga named Charlie, and then you said, I don't believe you killed a nigga named Charlie, and I said, you know Charlie around the corner, and you just said nope, you would sound just as stupid as you do now. Go ask Putin from Russia. Go ask Putin from Russia. Xi Jinping, you know who Xi Jinping is? No.
Hey, yo. All right, let's move on, man. Come on, man. Let's move on. Hey, let me say this real quick, right?
Hey, y'all quit blocking my flat power people in the chat room.
Hey, yo, no, hold on. Listen, I don't want y'all to...
If they up in that motherfucking chat talking that flat power bullshit, they should be blocked. Matter of fact, I'm about to make that a rule on my channel. Anybody come up in my motherfucking chat, my deep. Anybody come up in my goddamn chat espousing any flat power, any flat panthers, any of this co-opted pseudo Kudanon bullshit ass motherfucking slogans that they've been trying to hijack from the black community, block the shit out of their ass. Don't time them out. Block the shit out of them culture appropriated fucking coons. I'm gonna make that as a new rule. New rule in the chat. Shout out to all the moderators over there for handling their business. Pseudo ass, coon ass, culture appropriating ass, pizza box, earth shaped, believing ass weirdos.
People in the chat room.
Hey, yo, no, hold on. Listen, I don't want y'all to block. Don't block Sanchez people, y'all. Let them live. As long as they're not being disrespectful, let the people live. Don't block them.
I don't care if they is.
Let me see where you at, Sanchez. I got to make sure you got a wrench over here, man.
Let me say this. I don't know who they talking to because I ain't watching the comments, but I don't care if y'all talk about me in the comments because sometimes it's funny. So if you ain't here for Sanchez and y'all getting on my head, moderators, let them do it. As long as it ain't as long as it ain't nothing that can get this channel took down, because I don't want Sinetta saying I got this channel took down. So as long as they not threatening, long as they ain't saying they gonna be violent, long as they ain't saying nothing about my kids or my personal life, if they in there saying I'm ugly, if they in there saying I'm crazy, let them say it.
Yeah, leave Sanchez people alone. Don't block them. Hold on, let me say this real quick. I want to say this to everybody. To me, hearing Pharaoh say all this that he said tonight is really nothing new to me. Pharaoh been saying this stuff for a long time. I don't know, Q, you probably just getting to know the brother or just probably watching him. But Pharaoh been talking like this before I met him, bro. Yeah. On his channel, he been doing this, man. So it's really nothing new to me.
That, you know what? Sai is right on point with that. I said the same motherfucking thing. I don't know why a lot of people were so shocked by what they was hearing. They must not be familiar with young Pseudo and his escapade over the years. But if you have been listening to this motherfucker, or at least heard of this motherfucker since back in the day, you know none of this shit he's saying right now is actually shocking, right? At least not coming out of his mouth, right? Like, it's some weird, kooky ass shit. But it's nothing we haven't heard this weirdo, kooky motherfucker say before. This is nothing new under the sun. It's the same old motherfucker from before. This ain't no new motherfucker. Outside of all the motherfucking Donald Trump, Putin, and all this political white wing shit, all that other shit he's been talking that shit since he first came inside of it. All that alien bodies being abducted and all this other little wild, he's been talking all that crazy shit. Only thing new under the sun right now, well, it ain't even that new. It's kind of that. This is even kind of old. Is all that white wing rhetoric. That's the newest. That's the new shit that he added. But he been doing that for a couple years. So again, none of this shit is nothing new.
On his channel, he been doing this, man. So it's really nothing new to me. That's why I'm able to sit here and listen.
This is how I built my following, nigga, talking about extraterrestrial. That's my whole. That's how I came out. That's how I came out.
About that.
I don't know if you've been watching. Sinetta brought the point up that was very important. People didn't catch it. I got into politics accidentally exposing Tyson Fury. And that's y'all need to pay attention when he say that, because if it wasn't for that, I would have still been over here talking about this shit. But long story short, yeah, that's how I got into politics. I was exposing Tyson Fury, and then in that, something from his father, using illegal chemicals to make his knuckle higher, led me to some gang shit over there, and then that led me to some politicians, and then nigga, that shit led me to everything else. And next thing you know, I done blew this motherfucker up. But long story short, bro, that asked me the question, outside of entertainment or me just talking crazy, my thing is, why don't you try to figure out first if the shit I'm saying is true or not before you just ask me, before you just assume I'm crazy and ask me, do I need mental health? Why not Google? You ain't got to buy a book. You can literally get on Google. Why not just Google CIA agents admit to aliens? Why not just Google this type of shit? Why not just Google CIA or government or ex-government or ex-military, this, that, and the third admit to spirits? And then my thing is, why do y'all think I'm crazy for talking about spirits in any shape, form, or fashion, but then y'all call it the conscious community, and y'all claim to be spiritual? So how you spiritual? And the nigga come talk about spirits, and I'm the crazy nigga. I thought we was the spiritual niggas. But long story short,
see, and this is the problem. The conscious community is associated with pseudo. It's associated with pseudo ass nonsense like this. That's why motherfuckers on my side of the fence is needed over there. So that motherfucking stigma won't be the only thing floating around. Because that's the problem. Too many of you pseudos have been able to hide under that fucking community until motherfuckers like myself, Q-Butter, a whole bunch of slew of other pseudo killers, a whole slew of other motherfuckers who's against all this nonsense, step into the fucking scene and start kicking over tables and letting you motherfuckers know just how nutty y'all really are. With facts, not insults, but facts, which drive you motherfuckers nuts. These are stats.
Spirits, and I'm the crazy nigga. I thought we was the spiritual niggas. But long story short, even beyond that, the last point I want to say is, nigga, they got ghost hunters on sci-fi. Ain't none of them considered crazy. They getting the pay.
I call them crazy. Who don't call them crazy? The same motherfuckers that'll call you crazy will call those motherfuckers crazy too. Show me the motherfuckers who call you crazy but won't call those motherfuckers crazy. Show me. Cause y'all the same, it's the same, what are you talking about? The same motherfuckers who support you watch Ghost Hunters. The motherfuckers who think Ghost Hunters is full of shit also think that you're full of shit. All right, let's keep it stacked.
Ghost hunters on sci-fi. Ain't none of them considered crazy. They getting a paycheck to chase them. They got, you ever used to watch Unsolved Mysteries on Lifetime? Nigga, that show, none of that show was about real physical murder. I think that whole show was about motherfuckers who moved in houses and died from ghosts and shit. Like everybody on that show was just not telling nothing but stories about ghosts. So my thing is, why when black people, you know what I'm saying? They got a new movie coming out. I'm not going to watch it because I don't believe in traumatizing my spirit. But they got a movie coming out, I think, called The Evil Dead or some shit. Why don't nobody go up to the director of that and ask him, is he crazy? Because who the fuck would even think of some shit like that? But long story short, my thing is, why is I'm crazy as a young black man for being actually spiritual and giving my personal testimony? And I tell everybody, I'm not telling y'all this story to tell you to expect it to happen. I'm just telling you some shit that happened to me in my life. So why is I'm crazy for telling stories that I can actually prove and find corroborating stories, but then you won't even do the research to see if I'm lying before you just get ready to throw me in the damn garbage?
All right. Let me move on. We got the king up in the building, King Simon, man. They call him the hardest working man in show business out here, man, in these YouTube streets. And the real streets. This brother is all street. I mean, we all come from the streets when we doing this work. And this is one of the pioneers here. Brother King Simon, what's up, brother?
It's my young brother.
King Simon is nutty too. This is another kooky numerologist. This motherfucker calls himself a numerologist. You know, he deciphered the whole hidden coded language behind numbers. Don't even get me started on this dude with his weird purple hat he got on. That shit is distracting. That purple hat he has on is totally distracting. What is that?
Proud of him, man. Big up, young Pharaoh. Long time.
Man, let's skip through this motherfucker. I don't want to hear. Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's get around here. Let's skip up a little bit.
I don't think everything like that. Love too, but ask him, why do he think I'm crazy? I want to know that. Like,
Q brother is back in the building. Go ahead, Q.
I would say, to be honest, brother, the way in which you're answering the questions, the reach and information that you're putting in the conversation doesn't seem like you're mentally stable. I'm just being like dead straight. Forget everybody that's watching, brother to brother. Like,
so you don't think everything that I just told? So you don't think that everything that I just told King Simon is true?
The amount of information, the things that you said prior to that, already professionally put me in a position where I would recommend like anybody who's close to you really push like.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. So you don't believe in underground military bases where they take children under there and allow extraterrestrials to basically harvest them for our endocrine system in exchange for technology, even though with documentation on it, one of the presidents was Eisenhower, 1954. So you don't believe that the government and governments around the world, because not only does the Germans and the Nazis have an underground space program, China got one too. It's called the Red Dragon. So I said to say this, not only are there underground space programs around the world, there's a Caucasian gentleman named Stephen Greer who in 2001 gave still to this day, the world's biggest exposure on extraterrestrials and bases that they're actually at on Earth with over 1,100 species. We had over 1,000 military personnel members present. It got no media. It got zero media coverage. This is called the Disclosure Project. He also wrote another book I got called Unacknowledged. So you probably never heard of him in your life. And my main thing is you have not confirmed that what I'm saying is true or false before trying to deem me crazy. And that is what I'm
see. This is the problem with you pseudos. Y'all make wild ass fucking claims. You know, the earth being flat, slavery not being real, you know, motherfucking, we all come from planet X, the Anunnaki, all this other. Y'all make all these little silly ass, wild ass claims and then try to put the onus on us the people that be calling bullshit, try to put the burden of proof on us to disprove these unfounded claims that you motherfuckers have never, ever in your lives proved to be true. Y'all just say wild shit and dare us to debunk it. And then we start bitch slapping that information with facts. You motherfuckers got the convenience of just kicking back and saying, oh, well, that's not real. That's fake. That's CGI. That's the white man's science. That's school book history. And y'all get to just denounce and take a dump on all the facts that we say, and then keep trying to get us to prove it with other facts, and y'all never prove nothing y'all say. Y'all just deny everything is fucking real. Anything's real, everything's fake. You motherfuckers is disgusting with this bullshit y'all be pulling.
Or false before trying to deem me crazy. And that is what I'm saying, and why I'm saying that that's unfair, and why I'm asking you, why would you just suggest to me that I need a therapist or I got a mental problem before you yourself said, even though what this man is saying to me sounds so crazy and far-fetched, let me go see if it's true. Like, why haven't
I can go down the list of things that it was like I said, the fact that I'm going off of is the fact that you believe in what you're saying.
So, but did you not just hear what I said and why I believe in it? Did you not just hear I said the fucking military?
Yeah, he heard you. That's why he keeps saying what he's saying. He heard you, sees that you somehow believe in this shit, and realize you must be a mental patient.
The fact that I'm going off of is the fact that you believe in what you're saying.
So, but did you not just hear what I said and why I believe in it? Did you not just hear I said the fucking military admitted it? They admitted it way back in 2001. It was the biggest UFO conference in the damn country. I got a book on it. You can go on Google right now and just type in Stephen Greer, the Disclosure Project. It'll come right up. So, goddamn. Yes, I believe it's right there. Get on Google right now and just type the damn shit.
We can, since I've been around, so it's all source up game. We got no problem with sourcing. I would love to source up the information.
Hey, Q Butter, if you would only give me like 30 seconds, Q Butter, you can get it right back, and I got some sources up on this. I was in the Air Force, right? I want to show some right now, Sarnetta. Let me screen share this real quick, and then I'll give it back to Q, and I'll wait my turn. Everything that we think is UFOs and flying saucers, y'all, it's advanced. It's advanced military technology. Every time people cite these so-called aliens, they see Air Force aircraft surrounding that shit and military craft surrounding it, because it's new technology that the Air Force been testing. They've been testing it out of Langley area.
For one, I actually agree with Brother Sanchez. I ain't gonna say this is all the time, that this happens all the time in every case, in every scenario, but there's a bunch of times where the military was testing, new technology, planes and other flying devices, whatever the case may be, drones and shit like that. And people will see this stuff and, obviously, by definition, that will be deemed as a UFO, right? Because it's an unidentified flying object, right? It's unidentified, it's flying, and it's clearly an object. So by definition, that is a UFO. But when people hear UFO, they immediately go to extraterrestrial, means and shit, right? It had to be aliens and shit, right? It had to be something that was unworldly, right? Because they ain't never seen nothing like that. Well, of course you ain't never seen nothing like that because it's new technology. So yes, a lot of times, a lot of these cases, sometimes it's just weather balloons or stuff that's easily explained, but other times this is probably like over Area 51, like Brother Sanchez is just saying, a lot of that shit is just a military tested thing. So he's actually correct there.
Surrounding that shit and military
Fuck it up. There we go.
craft surrounding it, because it's new technology that the Air Force been testing. They've been testing it out of Langley, Area 51, all over. But when the government don't want new technology to leak, the alien conspiracy is a good smoke screen to hide it. This coming from an Air Force.
I don't want to. That's not true.
Hold on. I know that you don't.
No, that is true. That's very true. Look at the stealth bomber. The stealth bomber at one point in time was listed as a UFO. People saw these stealth bombers. They saw things moving in the clouds. It was hard to really pick it up. And it was so high and everything else. And like they flew at night. So they was having a hard time identifying what the fuck that actually was. They saw some weird shape flying object, and yeah, they started calling it UFOs, but it ended up being stealth bombers. So he's right.
The alien conspiracy is a good smoke screen to hide it. This coming from an Air Force.
I don't want to.
Hold on.
That's not true.
Hold on. I know that you don't think it's true, so you don't got to cut me off to say that. I know that you don't agree with this. Here's what I'm saying, guys. What's true is this, y'all. Pharaoh can't show you a little green man and no advanced alien technology, but I can show you a flying saucer made by the Air Force. I'm showing receipts. We said receipts. That's why I asked for the screen. I ain't gonna even be long. I'm gonna tell Pharaoh, show me his alien saucer, and we want to see what's carved on it, what alien symbols and languages on it, and I can show you every saucer we find gonna say U.S. Air Force on it.
Okay, I'm finna show you actual extraterrestrials right now. I'm also finna show you actual people who were murdered by extraterrestrials. And then another thing that I do want to say is what you're talking about is called what they call a REC, a reverse engineered craft. And what's happening is the government is allowing extraterrestrials to mutilate and consume humans in exchange for advanced technology. Wait, I'll let you talk.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to show you the picture. The government is allowing extraterrestrials to consume human beings in exchange for advanced technology so that they can win wars against their enemies. Now, if you go on my university, I got a lecture called Extraterrestrial Existence where I show one extraterrestrial body. Here I'll show multiple, and I'll also show multiple mutilations. But then on top of that, another thing that I want to decree to say that extraterrestrials exist is the fact that when you look at a crop circle, the heat signature that imprints the shape of a crop circle is so high that even though the government has advanced technology, the ones that the majority got still don't have anything that can produce that level of heat. So that shows the extraterrestrial footprint, as well as the symbolisms.
Bob, listen, man. That crop circle shit is pseudo. Crop circles are created by kooky ass, conspiratorial white people. I can show you exactly how these white people create these goddamn crop circles. They got this shit has been exposed a long time ago. It started off as a prank. And took off as a life of its own. You just had random people out here creating these crop circles to try to stir up the masses. Kind of like what motherfuckers are doing with Bigfoot footprints. Just making fake footprints everywhere to try to cause hysteria. Until motherfuckers started getting outed for making fake Bigfoot footprints. Same thing with those damn crop circles. Motherfuckers out there going out late at night in the middle of a fucking field and just start creating those goddamn circles all night long until the morning. And then boom, the next morning is a crop circle there. This is what they done. This is what they do. I can't believe people are still talking about crop circles in 2023. But this is kook land. This is kooky land. And within kooky land, these little silly ass conspiratorial nonsense grows legs and never stops walking. Let's continue.
Heat. So that shows the extraterrestrial footprint, as well as the symbolisms that are left, which actually don't match any letter or glyph on the planet at all. And then lastly, there's genetic material left on the crops, and the crops are still alive, which shows that they haven't been stumped or trampled or destroyed at the root. They actually become braided and weaved the way we braid our hair. So a crop circle is actually a braid. And the life of insects that are on the crop circle actually are not dead. They're just frozen from the heat, and the genetic material is altered. So to say that, so I say all of that to say there is actual, not just photography and videography of extraterrestrials and testimony, there's genetic footprints being left. And so I'm getting ready to share my screen right now. Give me one damn second. And then after this shit, if you don't believe this, nigga, you just don't fucking believe. You know what I'm saying? That's just on you. But I'm gonna tell you what, nigga, if the end of the world ever come, I'm not running the way the fuck you run. I'm gonna tell you right, nigga, don't run my goddamn way, nigga, because you would be then got a nigga would be then died with your ass because you don't believe shit. It could be right in front of you. All right, hold on, I'm about to share my screen.
What the fuck? What happened to all that tough guy general shit you was talking? Before you was talking how you is general, this war vet, and everything else, and then your punk ass turn around saying when the aliens come, don't run my way, I'm gonna run you over. You don't run my way because you ain't gonna be able to catch me. I'm gonna have about a 3-mile head start on your bitch ass. You trying to motherfucking run my motherfucking way. I'm out of here when them aliens come. The general's gonna be out. I am not going down with you motherfuckers. Protect the general. Create a wall between me and these goddamn, you know, body snatching aliens.
I'm about to share my screen. Hold on, let me get this body. All right. Now I'm not gonna show a lot because I don't know how YouTube would feel about this content. I don't know how YouTube would feel about a damn mutilated body on this motherfucker. And I don't want to, like I said, I ain't trying to.
If you put a mutilated body up, he's gonna get struck. That's no doubt.
I'm gonna flash it quick. Watch this. Watch this. Quick flash. Bop, bop. Wait, hold on. Share it, stop. Bop. All right, gone. All right, let me get out of there.
Wait, what the fuck was that? I'm about to say, wait, I'm about to show you my evidence. I'm about to source up real quick. I'm about to show you this real quick. Watch it. You see it? It's gone. We couldn't examine that shit. He ain't give us no source. He ain't tell us where that shit was sourced from. He just flashed a picture and then flashed it right back off and act like he sourced something. Yo, these pseudos is hilarious.
I'm gonna flash it quick. Watch this. Watch this. Quick flash. Bop, bop. Wait, hold on. Share it, stop. Bop.
Wait, you ain't about to get that off.
Quick flash. Bop, bop. Wait, hold on. Share it, stop.
You ain't about to get that off. What is this nonsense? What is this? I don't even know what that is.
Bop.
Get off my goddamn
All right, gone. All right, let me get out of there.
That was a good job. Yeah.
That was a quick flash. Now, here's another photo of multiple extraterrestrials, because there's giants as well. These are different size beings. So some of them are small, like elf and fairy size. Some of them are human size. Some of them are 16, 17 feet. This is just a collage that I have. And once again, this has already been confirmed. This shit been confirmed. This shit right here probably so old. I'm afraid of how fucked the fire this shit really might have got. But go ahead, Doc, you can share it. Now this you ain't got to take down. Now type 12 is the one that I showed that I got from Stephen Greer. But all of these are different type of beings. And then you got different beings. Like all of these are not sentient beings. You have androids that have human-like tissue. Those are called EBEs, extra biological entities. So those are like humanoid beings that are controlled telepathically by other beings, and we call those grays. So,
so this is your source right here for aliens?
Now these are just two photographs. I have an entire you want me to show you one source?
I'm just saying, you believe that one of these pictures is real?
Them ain't real.
Type 12, I can confirm for a fact was tested by a neurologist to have not only valid muscle tissue, but genetic
Type 12 looks like the fakest one out of all the goddamn pictures. That shit is fake as fuck. That shit is not a real picture. Are you shitting me? This is type 12, family. This is the one right here that he says has been confirmed. This one right here is the confirmed one. You can't write this shit. This one right here. Right here. He said that shit's confirmed. I'm done.
To have not only valid muscle tissue, but genetic, but a genetic structure that is 100% alien.
Pharaoh,
But it has a genetic structure which is 100% alien to the planet. And not only is this genetic structure 100% alien to the planet, an octopus is also genetically foreign to the planet. So if
can you put up the neurologist for type 12?
Yeah.
Q-Butter, type 12 is, look, type 12 is also like a miniature size alien. It's a small, tell them that, Pharaoh. Type 12 is a very small one, correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I thought,
like
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a very miniature size.
It's like still like this, right?
I don't know, actually smaller than that. I said
it's like a mini man. It's like a dwarf human alien.
Like a toy, yeah. It's probably Woody size off Toy Stories. All right, hold on.
Not Woody from Toy Story. Wow. That's gonna show where his mind is at. That motherfucker, of all the things to try to motherfucking get a gauge of the size, you pick Woody from Toy Story as a way to gauge the size of the fucking alien. That's gonna show where his mind is at currently. Like, we dealing with a little ass boy. We dealing with a little child. With a childlike mindset. This is crazy.
The size off Toy Stories. All right, hold on. I'm pulling it up.
Because I've looked at all these types and I'm telling you, they all been. I'm just saying they've been debunked. I want
to see which one he has information.
They have never been debunked. Who debunked them? Don't just say that. I don't like. This is what I'm saying. I don't like that. Don't just.
For the record, y'all know why Sanchez is pushing so hard against this fucking alien shit, right? Y'all know why Brother Sanchez is pushing back against the whole idea of aliens coming to this planet, right? Because if aliens are coming to this planet, that debunks his whole flat earth dome motherfucking conspiracy. So nobody's gonna push back harder against this alien shit than Brother Sanchez. You best believe that. He is an alien debunking expert. I promise you that. But let's get back into it.
Debunk. Who debunked them? Don't just say that. I don't like. This is what I'm saying. I don't like that. Don't just say what something has been and expect somebody to believe.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Who debunked?
But you didn't bring the stuff up.
Who debunked an actual military level scientist? We ain't talking about a motherfucker at Planned Parenthood. We talking about motherfuckers that's in the military working on
the military leak certain stuff because they want to throw us off, though, Pharaoh.
Okay, like I said, I ain't here to prove. Like I said, I ain't.
They do though.
I ain't here to prove. I ain't here to prove it to you.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie.
I know you ain't there to prove it to nobody. You ain't there ever to prove anything you motherfuckers say. You just there to preach. You ain't no teacher. You a goddamn preacher. You the pseudo preacher man. No, I'm not here to try to prove anything though. I know you not, cause you can't. Cause you can't. Cause you can't. Pseudo fuck, you can't.
Pharaoh, I think that'll make a good debate though between me and you. Besides the flat earth thing, but look, that's just on the table, man.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Hold on, I'm looking for this lecture right now. I'm mad as hell. I can't find it. Hold on, Extraterrestrial. Let me find it.
Elaine, I just explained it. Aliens debunks his flat earth because according to the flat earth model, there's a dome above the flat earth that doesn't let anything in or out. So if aliens are coming here from another planet, how are they getting through the dome? Then that puts a whole new damper on their whole weirdo ass conspiracy. So they have to deny anything coming in or out of the dome. Hence why they say the moon landing is fake. Hence why they say satellites are fake, because space ain't real. According to a flat earther, space is not real. It's all fake. Satellites aren't really floating around out there. And there's no such thing as aliens, and they damn sure ain't coming to this planet, because how they gonna get through the dome? So that's how aliens coming to this planet debunks the flat earth. That's why he's fighting so hard.
I got to put
the neurologist is available.
I'm pulling it up right now, sir. I'm pulling up my actual PowerPoint.
Well, just the neurologist. You don't really need your PowerPoint.
It's in my PowerPoint because I already gave it years ago. That's what I'm saying. It's in there. Okay, so hold up. I don't see my PowerPoint right now, but I got the.
In all fairness to you too, Pharaoh, being that you don't know who this brother, is right here on the screen.
Okay.
This brother is a scientist. He have his own school, and he teaches the children, and he teaches mainly about physics and science to the youth. So this is definitely a powerful brother. That's in here now. I want to let you know that. Go and look him up, Q Butter.
I respect that, but all I'm saying is I'm already a legend in this shit. I didn't already did it. Share the screen for me, Sinetta.
Will you be willing to debate me in the future, young Pharaoh? Yes or no, for the record? For you.
At the time, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not a scientist.
I'm be
Yo, he running for fucking Sanchez. Sanchez like, yo, what's good, man? You trying to get up on this smoke or no? Young Pharaoh was talking all that big shit earlier in the stream. Now you like, yeah, I ain't really trying to debate nobody, man. I don't really want no smoke, brother Sanchez, man. I'm about to run down the street real quick. I'll be right back. I know that's right. This is one time I agree 100% with Brother Sanchez is saying about these aliens, and I would totally have Brother Sanchez back in this argument. But then I gotta go back to calling his ass pseudo again right after the debate's over.
Now this is the lecture I gave. I can't find it in my PowerPoint right now.
In the future, young Pharaoh, yes or no, for the record? For you.
At the time, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, I'm be biased. Now this is the lecture I gave. I can't find it in my PowerPoint right now. I got so many, I don't feel like looking through. But I'm skipping up to the part where I show the body being examined by the doctor. All right, hold up. There we go, right there. Skepticism and Evidence, Part 5. This straight from Stephen Greer.
I told you it's small, it's bite-sized.
Period. Now look at this. This is a real extraterrestrial body. This is a real. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and just let you look at it. I ain't even gonna say nothing for about 10 seconds.
Hold up, let me.
I'm gonna let you just look.
Let me scoot this up. Hold up,
motherfucker. So what do you think information?
Here we go.
Saw the being and was quite impressed. And the first thing she said was, "Wow, that looks like an animal."
So that's the number 12 shit. That's the test subject number 12 shit he was talking about. So this is supposed to be real, huh? That looks like a whole motherfucking toy. No wonder you compared it to Woody. No wonder you compared it to Woody. Look at this shit. It's insane. That's a whole toy. No wonder you compared it to Toy Story. Because you know that shit look like a damn toy. That's just
Images started coming out. It's just profound. and I saw inside the bone. I saw, organs and lung material, brain material. I knew that this was not a hoax, it was not fake, that this was actually some sort of living creature.
Still ain't proving it, though.
Okay, nigga. He did just prove it.
He just said it's not fake. He said it, but I mean...
He said why it wasn't, because they scanned it and tested the tissue. So he knows.
I didn't, so I gotta believe him. So it's a matter of belief now.
Where's the body? I ain't gonna believe one motherfucker. This one motherfucker just so happened to find this stuff. He just so happened to have all the motherfucking proper equipment, the laboratories and everything, have all the scanners, everything in place to do all this shit, get the x-rays, do all this shit, and he's the only motherfucker who's able to examine this motherfucker. How did it just so happen the one motherfucker who found this alien had all this equipment available? Had all the motherfucking, excuse me, had all the cameras and microphones and do a little mini doc on this shit and everything else? Are you shitting me, dog? Are you shitting me? Where's the body? Where's the peer-reviewed research? Because I don't believe this one motherfucker. Like, no, dog. I want to see about 20 motherfuckers from different areas of the world all together examining this little alien body and coming up with the same conclusion. I want this motherfucker peer-reviewed. This is cat.
But the point is, it could be fake. But he's saying that
It could be fake. See, he knows it's fake. I was like, see, man, but it could, let's say it could be fake. What do you mean? You said he went from saying this shit was verified, proven, to now he's saying, well, it could be fake. I thought it was dirt. Now I'm over it.
So it's a matter of belief now.
But
fact. Now you're dealing with belief, not fact. You're dealing in belief.
It wasn't, because they scanned it and tested the tissue. So he knows.
I didn't, so I gotta believe him. So it's a matter of belief now.
But the point is, it could be fake. But he's saying that he tested it and it's not fake, and that you could actually test it your damn self to see if it's not.
How can I test it without the body? Give me that little fucking body, and I will test it. Where's the body? So you can test it yourself. Where? Where's this body at? What state? What city? What laboratory? What cave? Where y'all at? Where's the shit at? You don't know. So how you gonna tell people they can examine it? This is stupid.
And it's not fake, and that you could actually test it your damn self to see if it's not fake, to confirm that it's not fake. So maybe it might could be fake, but I'll take his bet.
I bet
they
you
take
would.
DNA tests all the time to see if a child belonged to a man. So you don't think that it's certain DNA tests that the government say we don't know where the fuck this DNA come from because it don't match a normal motherfucking parent?
Yeah, I think a lot of people say the word DNA when it's necessary to prove a lot of pseudo too. So unless we doing the first-hand research, we at their mercy. That's all I'm saying.
So you never seen a liger? Like, you remember when ligers was real, right? Like, remember that?
But I never.
What the fuck does a liger guy do with anything? You just get galloping.
Seen an alien. I never seen a mini tiny man alien.
What I'm trying to make is, if you can make an artificial animal, you can make an artificial man.
And
the government already admitted they was making human and pig hybrids. They said they let one of them shits live for them.
What?
And
the government already admitted they was making human and pig hybrids. They said they let one of them shits live for them.
Pharaoh, one thing, my brother, can you acknowledge this though, my brother? That a liger and a tiger is still a man-made creation, but an alien ain't a man-made creation.
No. A lion and tiger is actually not a man-made creation. But let's continue.
Come from somewhere
Because
else in the universe.
a man is an alien-made creation. That's
See,
why.
now you just going some. Now that's when I'm gonna give it back to Q Butter and let him go.
How did you explain the origins of all of the people on the different planet? Like I said, no disrespect to white people.
I don't. A bunch of pseudo people do.
Even they acknowledge that they come from extraterrestrial.
But pseudo.
We come from.
The people that, Pharaoh, the people that study humans on this earth are still learning things about humanity and race relations. But they telling you they know everything about. But listen, they telling listen. Hold on. But here's my point. They telling you they know about life forms firing on other galaxies and stuff when they don't even know how to understand black people here.
You don't even know how to understand everything.
Hey, real quick, let me know.
That's true though.
Real Mike Larry. Mike Larry, turn on your camera. Let me see if this you, brother.
Hey, Pharaoh, you right. I can't either, Pharaoh, but I didn't make the claim. They did though.
Our ancestors made the claim though.
Mike Larry, let me see if this is you. Is this the real Mike Larry?
Watch this. What indigenous culture do you feel is most accurate? And I'm gonna show you where they told us that we come from extraterrestrials. Which indigenous culture do you feel is most accurate?
But
you know
but you know that wasn't a source though.
I'm gonna hold my answer. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that, Pharaoh.
well, whoever you feel is most accurate, I can show you where they ancestors 100%.
I know you probably gonna go into something that the Western anthropologists said they said.
I'm gonna go to
it ain't gonna come from them firsthand.
They say it they self. Every indigenous tribe around the world say it they self. It don't have nothing to do with the white man's involvement.
Okay, let's schedule this, Sonnet. I think
it's
something.
I'm getting money.
Okay, cool.
What you talking? I'm getting money. I ain't arguing with you every day. This is a once in a. You better be happy. The next time you
wow, bro, that's gonna be your way not to schedule it.
The next time
okay,
you
cool,
see
cool.
Next time you
cool.
see
me
and Sanetter go, we building in the community for real. We going up.
I'm just saying.
All right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me
That's crazy.
Let me go to brother Q. Q, be careful. You dealing with a pro, man. Be careful, Q. Come on, let's go, Q. It's on you. Can't hear you, Q. Can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I'm turned up now.
All right, be careful, Q. You got to know who you're dealing with now, brother.
Yeah, right, absolutely. So, young Pharaoh, can you hear me, young brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay, absolutely. So I understand that that people misspeak throughout the deliberation, and I hate to sound pessimistic or pedantic, but do you understand that nothing can be proven outside of mathematics? Do you understand that portion?
When it comes to the encoding of the universe, yes, actually I do.
Okay, so why did you attempt to normalize the word proven when you're talking about information that you may have evidence of, but that you can't actually show that actually exists?
I actually did show evidence. I actually did recommend not one but two books. I actually do have $1 million library where I got over hundreds of books on it. I actually referenced 2 underground secret space programs, and I actually referenced the understanding of human genome.
No, I think you're missing my question, but No,
I'm not done answering. You just said I'm not showing evidence. So before I continue to answer,
I didn't say that.
You said that I'm not showing evidence.
That's not what I said, brother.
Well, just in case you said that, I gave you evidence. Now to continue to answer your question about math and this, that, and the third, math comes from infinite space. The number 1 is just one angle. It's the first angle that energy takes, before it takes off. This is where sacred geometry comes from. This is actually where the biblical creation. Let me say what I gotta say. This is actually where the creation of the Bible story comes from, the understanding of sacred geometry. So with that being said, we're dealing with sacred geometry. We understand that energy wave can only go in 9 directions before it has to go up a level, because if it doesn't go up a level, it'll crash in on itself. And this is where the Fibonacci spiral, aka the flower of life, comes from. So you actually have, when we talk about math, you actually just have space, 9 angles that you could possibly go in that space before you got to create another space, which we call a digit. So you have 0, then you have 1, then you have 2, then you have 3, But inside of all of those are just infinite forms of growth from those 9 angles that you could go. And so with that being said, this is why I'm telling you I do understand the form of the universe. We're talking about math. And with that being said, we have infinite forms that we can take. And hence some of those forms are extraterrestrial. This is why when you talk about the Neteru's in Egypt, if you look at them, the Neteru's only travel up the walls in 90 degrees. They never travel 45 or 180. They always travel in 90 and 180. And this is symbolic to and then the deity in the front, sometimes when you see Isis, when you see the sun, is also symbolic to an egg. And this is symbolic to the principalities of virtue that a man should subscribe to when he's in his righteousness, aka his Heru, no matter what form he takes. Letting us know that we may reincarnate in different forms, but no matter the form, we must always uphold virtue. So even not only did the Egyptians acknowledge extraterrestrials, they acknowledge reincarnation. So I just feel like I don't understand how all y'all niggas is comedic in this, that, and the third, but what the fuck I'm saying sounds crazy.
But I can tell you why it sounds crazy because
no, you speaking to an atheist. He's an atheist.
Right. First and foremost.
Yeah, he's an atheist.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm an atheist, and me personally, I think when it comes to comedic ideas, when it comes to their gods, when it comes to Hebrew, anything related to a god, I think is boo-boo trash. I don't care anything about it. So everything that I'm sorry?
I said aliens though. You don't gotta believe in a god for aliens to be real.
No, but I still think that's trash also. This is what you're misunderstanding because you also misunderstood what I said initially. Because what I said to you, brother, which I understand that you may think that you have like something in the kitty ready just to shoot out, but it doesn't work with everyone, and this is why it doesn't work.
I'm just smarter than you, and I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, brother. Well, you can be smarter than me tonight, but the crowd will see.
You ever get a shout out from the CIA?
I hope I would never have one, brother.
I did.
I never do either.
Okay, but hold on. Let's see. But
the fuck?
The crowd will see.
Why is he bragging about that? And people are just cool with him bragging about this shit.
You ever get a shout out from the CIA?
I hope I would never have one, brother.
I did.
Use an H. Use an H. Use an H. Use an H.
Shout out from the CIA.
I hope I would never have one, brother.
I did.
I never do either.
Okay, but hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let me finish because I'm actually like this is a part of what I'm actually.
CIA kill real revolutionaries.
Hold on.
They don't shout them out.
One at a time.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna delve into that, but what I first want to do is just go over what he misunderstood, and then we can get into that because what I was trying to tell you, brother, is that you do not understand that nothing can be proven outside of mathematics. So you don't understand that. I got it. So now, do you understand that anything that when you say these type of things, they have to be substantiated? Do you understand that portion? Yes or no?
I substantiated it though.
Brother, that wasn't the question. So okay, let's move on. You don't get it.
Forms of space. According to math, there's infinite forms of space. So if there's infinite forms, okay, how don't you believe that there could be infinite forms of being human? It's called humanoid, OID form, just like reptoid, humanoid, android.
No, brother, listen.
A white person is a different form of humanoid. A Spanish person is a different form of humanoid.
Okay, see now, I'm gonna tell you, brother, back in 2015 or maybe 16, people were rocking with that. But see, we have advanced ourselves so much to where we actually are in tune with science, so we understand that we can disprove all of what you're saying. So let's not even so hold on, let's not even delve into that.
Get on the stage with scientists. You don't even get on the stage.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Who you know?
Okay, you're right.
You hear how he just made white scientists the authority? He's like, you never even been on stage with white scientists. Who say anything about white scientists? So, you said white scientists hold more weight than black scientists? You coon ass nigga? You got black people on that panel talking science to you. You sitting up here trying to over-talk them and talk about you was on panels with pseudo-ass white scientists. You act like because these scientists that allege air quotations, y'all can't see me, but air quotation scientists, you act like these scientists that you had on your fucking stage with you wasn't pseudo because they're white. Fuck out of here, dog. What's wrong with you, coon ass nigga?
I know I'm not. So if I'm the one on the stage with real scientists, and I'm the one talking to the CIA, and I'm the one that's smarter than you, and I'm the one that's a self-made trillionaire with 4 apps and 4 inventions, bitch, I'm right. You ain't right.
Okay, thank you, brother. Let me just move on. I have one last question. I'll move.
So you being an agent for the CIA makes you correct? The fuck? No, that just makes you a provocateur. Huh?
And I'm the one talking to the CIA. And I'm the one that's smarter than you. And I'm the one that's a self-made trillionaire with 4 apps and 4 inventions. Bitch, I'm right. You ain't right.
Okay, thank you, brother. Let me just move on. I have one last question. I'll move on. Yes, the CIA have nourished you to be who you are. The CIA have given you to give you the platform to discourage.
I gave myself the platform, and they said it was official. They said everything I said was.
Listen, brother.
Let's keep it respectful, Cube. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm gonna leave it with this, brother. I understand, brother, that you may look down on people such as myself, and I get it, brother, because you may look at yourself as something other than who you think you are, but I don't look at you as that. So,
I'm the general. Who you think I'm is?
Well, you could be the general, bro, like
Captain
Crunch.
You know I'm the one that stopped COVID from happening.
And guess what? I don't believe you. So what?
All right, hey, Cube, come on, brother, come on, Cube.
Hold on, I got the document. Don't play with me. I got the documentation right here. You ain't gotta believe it. I keep.
Oh my goodness! Now he up here talking about he got all the documents right here. I got the documents right here.
Bro, I'm finna pull up all the clips and paperwork on that bitch ass nigga.
Keep it on me. I keep it on. I'm the one. You see the dates on this? Well, I got files on everybody. I'm the one that stopped COVID-19. I'm the one that helped them close the border. I'm the one that caught it. I'm the one that caught Fauci. I'm the one that caught Fauci trying to kill Judy. I was talking to Judy Mikovits while the FBI was still trying to chase her. I had her on the line. I'm the one that stopped all of this. I'm the one that caught Jeffrey Epstein. I did the best. I conducted the best investigation on Jeffrey Epstein out of anybody in the world. So, what are you talking about?
Hey, listen, this is my last question, brother, and I appreciate the greatness that you perceive that you may think that you have, but this is my last question. I want you to answer this. So, you said that you have the evidence of the government exchanging tech for the consumption of human bodies. Are you able to show that? And I'll just end with that. I'll go away.
Yeah, you can go right to the goddamn DC. I done been to the White House and I went right in front of the White House, in front of the CIA with my paperwork, nigga. I don't know if you could do that. I did it already.
All right, that's it, Q. That's it.
You can get it.
Come on, we got to move on. Hey, let me get the sister. She's back. Turn on your camera, sis. Let me make sure this is you.
That's why I don't be talking to them niggas, son. That's why it's just about to be me inside.
Lexi Lou. Okay, they go Lexi.
Yeah, you don't talk to nobody because you guys get debunked. Your pseudo can't stand up to the smell test. Pseudo ass, coon ass nigga.
We talking to them niggas, son. That's why it's just about to be me inside.
Lexi Lou. Okay, they go
Preacher.
Lexi Lou. Let's go. You
Preacher.
have a question, Lexi Lou?
Yes, first off, I want to say flat power over here. It's so for sure.
Oh, fuck. Get the fuck off my goddamn shit. You get fucked up. I don't want to hear nothing you guys say after that. Nothing.
The App Store. My taxes is in here too. If you need to see them, there go my taxes. I'm a self-made millionaire. I'm about to be a trillionaire. I got 4 apps, 4 inventions. Goddamn, I've been on CNN, USA Today. I got 51 acres.
All right, I'm over this. I'm over all this silly shit. He just regurgitating the same shit. But yeah, that shit right there, had motherfuckers turned up. Q Butter went on a marathon stream after this, talking about this pseudo nonsense, right? And then the very next day, family, the very next day after all that pseudo nonsense, this happened.
My shit, and they gun butted me for no reason because I gave it to him and he gun butted me for no reason. I told him, nigga, take it, nigga, do not shoot me. I got 3 kids. I told the nigga, take it, take it, take it. I'ma buy it again or get it back. Either way it go, nigga, take it. It's only objects, take it. Do not shoot me over no jewelry. I got 3 kids. And this nigga gun butted me.
Oh shit! What happened? Did you just? You mean tell me those chains that you was just flashing in everybody's face the night before? A motherfucker ran up on you with the gun and robbed the shit out of your ass and gun butted you? Oh yeah. Maybe it was you. Maybe they saw you on Side Editors talking about all that trillions of dollars you got. It's like, shit, he got it. He ain't gonna miss this shit. He can just make a call to the CIA and get reimbursed. He'll be alright.
Either way it go, nigga, take it. It's only objects, take it. Do not shoot me over no jewelry. I got 3 kids. And this nigga gun butted me for no reason. That's not how you rob somebody, man.
That's not how you rob somebody. The fuck? Show me the rules in robbery, motherfucker. What are you talking about? That's not how you rob somebody. Motherfucker, you get it. Motherfucker, you get it how you get it when you robbing the motherfucker. What are you talking about? You lucky you still able to live stream. Go tell Pac that that's not how you rob a motherfucker. And see what he tell you. Go tell AZ from Harlem that that's not how you rob a motherfucker, and see what the fuck he tell you. What are you talking about? That's not how you rob somebody. Like there's a perfect science to this shit. What do you mean? Huh? The only proper way to rob somebody is to walk away with the shit that you were trying to rob them for. That's the only right way to rob a motherfucker. Find out what you're trying to rob them for, and when you walk away, did you obtain it? If you obtained it, that's called a successful robbery, motherfucker. You get it how you get it. You lucky you still live streaming, because they could have put some holes in you. Motherfucker talking about so that ain't how you rob people. Really?
Do not shoot me over no jewelry. I got 3 kids. And this nigga gun butted me for no reason. That's not how you rob somebody, man. That's not how you rob somebody. That's not how you rob somebody. Now they ain't shoot me. I had a lady friend with me. I can't do nothing to put her in no danger. I can't do
you
nothing
wasn't
to put
gonna
her in
do
no...
shit anyway. You already said you was gonna take off hauling ass and some aliens came down and tried to rob you. If some aliens came down and tried to rob you, you said you'll take off running and you'll run over Seti. Doing it. Now you like, yeah, man, I would've did something, but I ain't want to do nothing to put her life in danger. Man, shut your lying ass up. You probably would have cried if she wasn't there. Her being there is probably the only reason why you didn't cry in the car. Let's keep it a stack. She's the only reason why your ass didn't go crying in the motherfucking car. You dumb motherfucker. Who the fuck are you? Stop lying to people, dog. Stop lying to people. That shit ain't cool.
No danger. But shit, y'all see this? This is what I'm mad about. Like, man, I need my fucking face. My face is fucked up for no reason. Y'all see my goddamn face fucked up now? Don't blame her. Don't say she set me up. No, she didn't. Don't say that. Don't start saying that.
Right. Let's get into it. Yeah, family. Real quick. He told a little story about what happened. Let's listen to a little bit of that. Then I'm gonna drop the link. I'll drop the link in 1 second, family. Let y'all come up and laugh at this silly nonsense. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. Let me find. Okay, there it goes. Is this the? Okay, yeah. Let's just do this. Let's just do this real quick, family. Oh wait, I gotta share my screen. Give me 1 second. I gotta get past this little part right here because I don't want to need all that shit up in it. All right.
Thing. You know what I'm saying? Before I go rest and do my goddamn thing, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna show you. I got the picture for you. I got the picture. I'm gonna give y'all the graphic account. Now, mind you, as you can see, my shit is stitched up. You know what I'm saying? I don't look as crazy as the fuck I did. And I was looking, cause my shit was leaking. I ain't gonna lie, my shit was leaking. My shit was leaking. I'm talking through, like I said, nigga, it ain't nothing I could do. I gotta try. And I ain't even really, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't realize my shit was leaking until by the time everything was over. You feel me? Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even realize my shit was leaking until goddamn by the time I ain't even really realize.
Yeah, they knocked you stupid. You done repeated yourself about 8 times. They done knocked you. Well, damn. Hold up. Let me reframe that. They knocked you even more stupid. You was already dumb. They made you even more dumb. You acting like you got CTE, right? CTE. You got some shit going on. It's like you been concussed. I think you was concussed by that motherfucking gun blow to the fucking head. Because you up here just repeating yourself, not making no sense. What happened to your general status? I guess your troops wasn't around, Mr. General.
Until goddamn by the time I ain't even really realized my shit was leaking until by the goddamn time it was over. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. This shit look crazy. Now, I don't know if they'll let this shit go up or not, but I mean, if you watch this, don't feel like just chill. Let it rock. I'm gonna show it real quick. Watch this. I'm gonna give y'all 5 good seconds. Watch this. 5, 4, 3, 2. See that shit right there? What? Ba-da-da-da. Man, they jabbed the shit out of me with that, but I'm telling you, he hit me with that motherfucker like it was a musket. You feel me? And the crazy thing is, I ain't even really realized this shit at first. You feel me? Like I said, I ain't even really realized this shit at first. Then I'm like, damn, this nigga jabbed me with the gun. But I ain't even realized that shit had cut that deep, and I'm bleeding all down my shit. I probably still got blood on me. I'm about to go get in the shower, but long story short, I'm telling you now, son. Yes, in Houston. So I'm telling you right now, like, yo, that shit hit me, son. I'm telling you. But like I said, I ain't realized I was leaking that bad until goddamn everything was pretty much over.
Motherfuckers ain't playing down in Houston. Motherfuckers ain't playing down in H-Town. They put that heat on you, nigga. The hell you think this shit is? Go down there that 5th Ward if you want, motherfucker. You thinking shit sweet? You thinking shit sweet? Cause you some little fake ass online celebrity from Buffalo. Thinking your mama just gonna bow down to you because you gave yourself some self-appointed general title. Probably believe it or not. Why the CIA didn't warn you? Why hasn't the CIA warned you that them motherfuckers was gonna whip out the heat on you and shit? What happened to the CIA? That CIA didn't help you, did it? CIA did not help you. Know what I mean? Now, I don't want to sit up here and throw no accusations out there, but the way you was talking about Seti, I would be shocked if Seti made a motherfucking trip down that
Niggas should have been bust you niggas' heads. Niggas ought to bust your motherfucking head ASAP. Should have been bust your motherfucking head. You was an agent.
I know that's right. See? Because I can totally... Y'all couldn't see Seti saying that shit? Seti up here robbing that motherfucker. And after he took those chains and his 10 racks, he turned around and just looked at that motherfucker like...
Niggas ought to bust your motherfucking head ASAP. Should have been bust your motherfucking head. You was an agent.
I know that's right. He probably said that walking away.
Leaking that bad until goddamn everything was pretty much over. But goddamn, yo, that shit crazy, son. Like I said, that shit crazy, son. That shit crazy, son. I'm good. Somebody said, wait, what? They ain't see it. They ain't see it. They ain't see it. I'm gonna show y'all again. Watch it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I look crazy. I hate seeing myself fucked up. I don't like seeing myself fucked up. But I gotta see it. 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 That's all I can say is I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. She said, where was I? On my way to where I live. I ain't gonna say where I live, but they was waiting at my residence. That's all I'm gonna say. So like I said, I don't know if it was my neighbors or whatever the fuck or whoever the fuck. You feel me? I do got a flashy car, so you know what I'm saying? You never know, but long story short, it was waiting for me at the crib when I got home. And that's how the fuck that happened. But it'd be like that. That shit'd happen sometimes. That shit'd be like that, man. The nigga get the drop on where you live. They'll wait on your ass when you get to the crib. That shit'd be like that. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? That's it, you know what I mean? But like I said, that's what cameras is for, so. You never know. You never know. I think and thought I did. Let me go in here real quick. Hold on. And what other vid? What other vid is you talking about? Talking about the one where the police was there? I already got rid of that. If I'm not mistaken. What other video you talking about? What video you talking about? Always. This is every day, regardless of injury or not. This is every day. That's every day, regardless of injury or not. Oh yeah, it's gone. I'm about to say I already got rid of that. That's long gone. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all one more sneak peek before I go, and I need everybody to go subscribe to Twitch if you haven't already. Everybody that's watching on YouTube, do me a favor and go goddamn subscribe on Twitch. Oh, that's my major concern always, my kids. The well-being and the welfare of my children. That's always primary to me. That's always primary to me, period. But here we go. It don't, but nigga, this has been my life, my entire life, living around people of my own race, having to fight their ass every day because they don't know how to stop starting shit for no reason.
Nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. That's what you get for talking shit about the motherfuckers in your own race. Making money, grifting off the motherfucking demise of the people of your own fucking race. Turn around saying it's our own fucking fault and all this other shit and everything else. Caping for those white supremacists, talking all this black on black crime shit. So good. I'm glad you was a victim of black on black crime as much as you motherfucking grifted off of black on black crime. If it wasn't for black on black crime, you would have never had those chains to begin with. You would have never had all that jewelry to begin with if it wasn't for black on black crime and you grifting off of it. Huh? Black on black crime giveth and black on black crime taketh away, motherfucker. That's what the fuck happened. Let's keep it a stack. You live by black on black crime. You die by black on black crime, motherfucker. I ain't gonna cry for you. You got what the fuck you got because you was grifted off of it. If you went up here grifted off black on black crime, I might feel bad for you. But being the fact that you made a career off that shit, go fuck yourself. Shit came around full circle. You was Nostradamus. Now you got a reason to complain about black on black crime. Outside of a paycheck, you grifting ass Negro.
My entire life living around people of my own race, having to fight their ass every day because they don't know how to stop starting shit for no reason. I'm gonna be honest with you, this has been my life experience for 29 years. Exactly. Oh, that was easy. Ate that. That was easy. That was easy. Like I said, I've been hit way harder the fuck than that. No disrespect. And like I said, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, but I've been hit way the fuck harder than that. Trust me. I've been hit way. Like I said, nigga, the hardest hit I ever took was from law enforcement. And like I said, I ain't trying to get nobody in jail. I ain't saying this shit to try to put no. I ain't got time for no lawsuits or none of that shit. I ain't saying this shit to try to get nobody in jail. I'm.
So, you don't want to get nobody locked up behind this, but you was cool trying to get all these other motherfuckers locked up behind shit that you ain't had nothing to do with? Based off FBI, CIA, crime statistics, you know, your homies? Based off what your homies was telling you? That you was just bragging about? Let the CIA take care of it. That's not my problem. This CIA business. This CIA business. Don't come bringing your business to the community. That's CIA business. Call them. Don't call Tyrone. Fuck boy.
And like I said, I ain't trying to get nobody in jail. I ain't saying this shit to try to put no. I ain't got time for no lawsuits or none of that shit. I ain't saying this shit to try to get nobody in jail. I'm just saying this shit to let you know. The hardest hit I ever took, nigga, was from the police. Like I said, nigga, that shit don't equate. Like I said, I didn't call enough ass whoopings, nigga, to sit the fuck down. Nigga, I knew to sit my ass down since Brandon Walker whooped my ass when I was a kid. When I got caught with that first gun, I'm telling you right now, nigga, I know to sit my ass down. So, like I said, nigga, I ain't never had an ass whooping in my life worse than that ass whooping right. That's the worst ass whooping I ever had. That's the worst damn ass whooping I ever had in my goddamn life. That's the worst damn ass whooping I ever had in my goddamn life. So I say that to say, goddamn, you never know. You never goddamn know.
You right. You never fucking know. That's why weirdos like you should not be getting up on here talking tough, talking crazy, Like you ain't gotta go out here in the real world sometime and motherfucking act like ain't nothing gonna ever happen to you. This is what happened with you big mouth clout chasing, attention seeking ass weirdos. Y'all get slapped up by motherfucking museum directors. Y'all get gun butted by the same motherfuckers you grifted off of, robbing your chains without any CIA help. None of that CIA inside information helped you in this situation, did it? You were trying to boss up on people. You thought you was somebody. Well, apparently those motherfuckers out in Houston can give a fuck about Sinetta. You give a fuck about Area 51. They don't give a shit about your pyramids, your motherfucking crop circles, Juju, Ali, whoever the fuck that motherfucker was, whoever the fuck you talking about. They don't give a fuck about Queen Elizabeth. They ain't give a fuck about you discovering AIDS, even though AIDS was discovered before you was fucking born. You dumb fuck. You can't even write this shit. This motherfucker said he originated he found the origins of disease that happened before he was being born. I'm over it. I'm over it. None of that shit saves you, dog. None of it. This is the problem with you weirdos. I'm about to get ready to drop the link, family. I'm about to get ready to drop the link. 1 second. I'm just finished doing this real quick, and I'm about to drop it. Right? So this whole shit is a fucking joke, and it's hilarious that this shit actually happened to him. And then this dumb motherfucker takes his ass online after this happened to try to garner some kind of sympathy. Like motherfuckers like me supposed to give a shit, trying to stir up the masses and shit, trying to get the black community outraged. Hopefully somebody out in Houston sees this and turn around and, you know, actually help him or something, you know, in this situation. Hopefully they'll do something about it. But, you know, people, he's the type of motherfucker that puts shit out there just so he can hope somebody else does something about it. Right? This is what he does. Clown ass son of a bitch. But yeah, that happened, family, and I felt that shit to be hilarious. I didn't even realize Super Cool wasn't on his job this whole fucking time. Lazy fuck. So I don't feel bad for this motherfucker one bit, family. They go to the link. You know what I mean? Y'all can go ahead and come up. I'm about to get ready to pin it in a second. But this shit is disgusting, family. Don't listen to none of these weirdos who be espousing nonsense. This is a prime example. I know, right? If you was a trillionaire, you wouldn't be on YouTube. I feel you, skinny boy. I damn sure wouldn't be crying about motherfuckers robbing me either, or some minuscule ass chain. I can give a fuck motherfuckers had the motherfuckers stole my chains if I was a trillionaire. He looked hurt. He looked hurt. Those chains meant something to him. He was just bragging about those chains. He was just flexing those chains in front of Q, acting like that somehow another gave him some validation over Q. He didn't want to discuss his pseudo. He felt like all his pseudo got a pass because he had those chains around his fucking neck. And the fact that he's a goddamn CIA agent. That's all he kept talking about. I'm a CIA agent. And I got all this money. Right? People, man. I ain't listening to none of these weirdos, family. These people are nuts. Where did my weed go? Oh. I'm up here rolling up, baby. Don't pay me no mind. I gotta smoke after that. This shit is crazy. You motherfuckers nutty. Family, the links out there. Y'all want to come up, chop it up about what we just saw? We can. Y'all want to just chop it up about some other shit? We can. Let me know what's good. I'm in the building. I'll be done rolling in 1 second. Let me pin this real quick. Forgot to pin this. There we go. Links pin, family. Let me know what's good. What y'all here talking about? See what y'all here talking about. Museum direct. Yeah. Museum directors up here smacking clout chasers. Clout chasers getting robbed in Houston. It's not a good year for clout chasers. Clout chasers have been getting their asses spanked all year long, and I support clout chasers getting their comeuppance. I'm sick of you clout chasing ass Negroes. Acting like ain't nothing going to happen to you motherfuckers because y'all online. I'm sick of you motherfuckers. Y'all be talking crazy. Like I said, y'all motherfuckers ain't from the hood I'm from. If y'all was, y'all motherfuckers would be a little bit more cautious with your words. Because you'll understand that you can go outside and that shit can happen. And most of you motherfuckers ain't ready for that shit. And y'all ain't built like that. Y'all just talk that crazy shit because y'all online and y'all feel like y'all can. Silly ass motherfuckers. Clout chasing ass motherfuckers. Now I see why you do have police at your fucking lectures. Before I didn't understand why you used to have police at your lectures. Now I understand. You need security for your jewelry, motherfucker. You need security for your jewelry. Because you ain't no fucking general. Like you claim. Like I said, that little self-appointed, fake ass general status. Motherfuckers nutty as shit. Links out there though, family. Links out there. Clowns getting their ass whooped and robbed. Pseudo motherfuckers. Ain't no aliens come help them or nothing. Why you ain't astro project your way out of that situation? That's what I want to know, young Pharaoh. Why did you astro project your way out of that situation? That's what you should have done. If I was you, young Pharaoh, I would have totally astro projected my way out of there into a spaceship, and I'd have flew our ass the fuck up out of the fucking spot. They wouldn't have been able to catch me. I'd have been moving light years. I've been moving so fast, I'd have been going through light years. I'd have been moving so fast, I'd have switched dimensions. That shit would have been like Flashpoint. I'd have went so fast, I'd have ended up in a different dimension. If I had your fucking powers. And these motherfuckers. Heard up 1-800 clout chasers. I know that's right. Clout chasey ass motherfucking weirdos make me sick. I can't stand none of these clout chasers up on here. None of them. They all get their ass whooped. I'm waiting for this one particular clout chaser. I'm waiting for a story to come out about this one particular clout chaser. One day it's going to happen. One day it's going to happen. And when it do, I'm going to be like, yup. See? This is what happens. Clout chasey ass motherfucker. One of these days, motherfuckers going to holler at y'all, man. All that fuck shit y'all be doing. Motherfuckers don't be appreciating that shit. Know what I mean? Almost done rolling, family. Peace to African Black Chaos was good. Peace to Thurman. Peace to Dina. Skinny Boy, what up? Tut was good. Who else came up in here? Ron, what up? Jay Barrett, what's going on? Who else came up in here when I was reviewing all this nonsense? Brother Grizzly was good. Let's see, who else? Anybody else? If I forgot you, my bad. Shout out to everybody else out there. Might have came through. If I forgot you, my fault. Coma, what's going on? Chris was good. DJ Black Charm was good. Anybody else? Leonard was good. Melanated was going on. Miss Fat X was good. Who else came up in here? Makes Sense was going on. Shout out to everybody else out there that came through. If I forgot you, my bad. JW was good with you.
Peace to everybody out there, man. Links out there, family. Let me know what's going on. Call Pharaoh. Shit. See, let's say shit with this move. It shows Donetta, the biggest clout chaser out here. He cares nothing about black power. He wants likes in debate. Yeah, I will say this. I'm disappointed that young Pharaoh got a platform to build on. And, you know, I don't know. Because we all know young Pharaoh. Let's keep it a stat. Let's keep it a stat. Young Pharaoh ended up on that goddamn platform because his money was drying up. Right? His money was drying up. Twitch don't garnish the same amount of viewership as YouTube. And he got banned off YouTube, demonetized and all that shit. And he's monetized over there on Twitch, so he wants all his YouTube crowd and everybody else to go run over to Twitch and pay him over there. And this, that, and third, he get to hide under all his little coons and white supremacists, so he loves it. And yeah, his money's drying up. And him losing his chains ain't helped that matter any either. Him losing those chains over the weekend didn't help his money situation, right? Because that was collateral. And that shit, he lost it. So you know he's kind of fucked. All right, wait up. 1 second. I don't know who this is. Give me 1 second. All right. I don't know. Let's see, who is this? What's this? Unlimited Judo Christian. What's good with you?
Ultimated Judeo-Christian. Do you want to debate the message I sent you privately?
You sent me a private message? Oh, you talking about over here? Okay, give me a second. You want to do religion debate? Give me 1 second. Be easy. What's good? Be easy. You there? Okay, try this one more again. Be easy. Okay, you go. All right. So let's hear what you got, man. You want to talk about the Bible? I got a couple of minutes. What's good?
Well, firstly, if you want to talk about the Bible, you have to agree that God in general exists first.
No, let's stop right there. That's a presupposition that's false. I do not have to agree that God is real in order to speak about your God. That's false.
You do, because the Bible presupposes the ultimate creator-creation polarity.
Yeah, but I don't.
That
But
grounds.
stop. I gotta stop you again. You gotta subscribe to that because you subscribe to the Bible. I don't subscribe to the Bible, so I don't have to follow those rules.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to talk about the Bible, you have to agree God exists first. That's premise one.
No, that's false. That's what creates people like yourself. They tell you that you have to believe this book before you read it, and that's silly. No other book requires you to do that. You have to read the book, and then afterwards you determine if what you read was actually accurate. You don't have to believe it going into the book.
I think you're deliberately misrepresenting me.
Okay.
What I'm saying, for the third time, possibly, even before. So, if you want to talk about the Bible, then you have to accept God exists first, a God in general, pre-biblical.
Pre-biblical? What do you mean? You mean like the Canaanite God? You mean like Kemetic God? What do you mean?
What I mean is that even before reading the Bible, we know God exists.
No, we don't know that. Non-believers existed before the Bible, during the Bible,
after the Bible. Non-believers always existed, so you don't have to believe anything. When you use these terms like I got to do this and I have to do that, that's why I'm gonna push back.
You do know God exists, as you referenced him with the pronoun I, more precisely the ultimate creator-creation polarity. So for you to know you are finite, you have to know your opposite, i.e. God, as he is absolute, eternal, and revelatory. Only a mind can be absolute, as free will is not contingent on parts. Only an all-powerful mind can be eternal, not subjected to death. Thus, an absolute, all-powerful, eternal mind is who we call God. This supports premise 1 of my syllogism. Respond?
Well, again, your whole premise is flawed because you're going off your own personal presuppositions. But I do want to tackle what you said about free will, because I think free will is bullshit. I'm keeping it a buck. There's a whole bunch of things to dispute your free will claim. So let's address that. Explain free will and explain how you have it.
Free will is the ability to do what we want without the assistance of anything outside of ourselves. So we have free will because God has created us in his image, as he has free will. The alternative of an infinite regression is false, because a set of particulars are contingent on an absolute mind. And again, only a mind can be absolute. Respond?
Well, a mind can't be absolute. That's false. But the free will thing, again, you do not have free will. Because at the end of the day, if you had free will, God would not punish you for the things that you do, because God would already know exactly what it is that you was about to do. Because isn't your God omniscient? Isn't your God all knowing? He knows all things, right? Is that correct? Yes or no?
Your question is an informal fallacy, as you're jumping to premise 2.
Well, no. I'm
there are
asking
three.
You've discovered. I wasn't even done. I just wanted to ask you a yes or no. I want to know where your head's at. Is your God omniscient? Are we on the same page? Is your God omniscient?
Your question is an informal fallacy, because I'll explain how it's an informal fallacy.
How is asking your God is omniscient a fallacy? I'm just asking a simple yes or no question.
It's an informal fallacy. So what that means is that we have yet to properly conclude premise 1. So if you want to talk about, this goes back to my earlier point, if you want to talk about the Bible, then you have to accept God exists first.
No, I do not have to accept God exists. That's your premise. This is what you going back to your first fallacy, which is I got to believe this before I read it. Any book I got to believe before I read it, I'm already calling bullshit before I even read it. Like that again, that's how you got caught up in these fairy tales, because they told you gotta believe it before you read it. You believed it, read it, and then you had confirmation bias that your God is true. This ain't how that's not how critical thinking works. I'm a critical thinker, so I'm not going to believe anything until after I read it. I'm not going to believe it before I read it. That's silly.
Again, I said, you know God exists because of the polarity of God or not God.
No, I do not know God exists. I am an atheist. I reject the whole concept of a God. I do not know God exists. You don't know God exists. You can't prove your God's existence. You don't know. You believe God exists. You don't know God exists. Don't none of y'all know that God exists. I could prove it, because you don't even follow your own Bible. I could prove it. So that's another lie. Like, no, this is what you're just telling me your feelings right now. You're not telling me what you actually know.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 claims I gathered from your gish galloping. Okay. So let's go. I'm taking notes. So a mind can be absolute for the aforementioned reasons. I do have free will because I am made in God's image. God has chosen not to know certain people. So if people are choosing to rebel, it's not because he's not omniscient, as God simply chooses not to know people. And then you switch to premise 2.
Why does he choose not to know people? Like, real quick,
what's your question again?
Real quick, you just accused me of gish gobbling, and I'm not gish gobbling. I'm addressing the multiple claims that you are making. You throwing like 10 claims at me, and I'm trying to address one at a time. And every time I go to address one, you tell me, no, I forgot to address this one. So you try to bring me back to address the other claim, and then when I address that one, you move it to another claim. You're the one that's gish gobbling right now. I'm just responding.
That's not the case. I'm sticking to premise 1. So now I've got around like 15 claims here. You've got like 15. I've got a debate notepad up. So you're losing debate points here. And then the more you interrupt, the more claims you rack on.
Well, first of all,
so let's say,
first of all, this is where you fuck it up, because we're not debating, we're having a discussion. I didn't even open up this panel to have a Bible debate or discussion. I was talking about something completely different. Now, if you want to have discussion, we can. You want to have a one-on-one debate. We have to agree to the round, the time of the round. We had to agree to premises. We got to figure out who's the affirmative, who's the negative. So no, this is not a debate. This is a discussion.
This is a debate. Dictionary.com, the word debate, the verb, to paraphrase, every disagreement is a debate. So whenever you disagree with my premises in the private chat, you are engaging in a debate. So you're on the hot seat here. So you put yourself in this position.
I'm not on the hot seat. The burden of proof ain't on me.
I'm not on the hot seat.
No, wait. Who's on the hot seat? The burden of proof ain't on me. You came up here to prove your God. You ain't proved nothing but that your own confirmation bias, and I gotta believe your own bullshit before we get into discussion. And then you trying to declare victory because I refuse to believe in your God before we start having this discussion. That's silly. That's dumb. Because if we having a disagreement, obviously I don't have to believe in your God before we have this discussion, because by your own omission, a debate is when we have a disagreement. But you're telling me we have to have an agreement before we even have this quote unquote debate. So if we're agreeing on something, what the hell are we debating?
We are debating God's existence in general. So again, this is a debate, like it or
God's
not.
Existence, and you're telling me I have to agree that he exists before we have the conversation. That means if once I agree that he exists, we no longer have a debate. There's no debate then. We agree. Debate's over, right? From square one, because you already trying to get me to cop out that he exists.
I said, if you want to talk about the Bible, in other words, which God exists, then you have to agree that God in general exists first.
That's right there. That's what the problem is. You keep saying I got to agree. These key words, you just said it. I got to agree that God exists. Now, once I agree that God exists, we no longer debating by your own definition of what a debate is, right?
Not necessarily, because then we are now debating premise 2. It's all in the private chats I sent you.
Now we go on debate. So you want me to agree to premise 1, and the only way for you to get to premise 2 is for me to agree to premise 1. Well, I don't agree to premise 1, so we're gonna be stuck here before we get to premise 2.
Well, then that's
I'm not
what.
agreeing that your God
Well, then don't switch
until you prove it.
Well, there you go again. When you say your God, you jump into premise 2. There can only be one.
Let's skip over premise 1 because we don't agree there. I'm not going to agree to your
No,
God.
we have to stay on. You have to agree God exists. So
no, we don't have to agree.
You're making. Allow me to justify myself.
I've had many debates about God. I have never had anybody tell me I have to agree that God exists before we have this debate. I never heard this. Is weird.
That's not what I'm saying. I said you have to agree God exists before we talk about which God exists. I'm just repeating myself.
No, you have to agree
tautologiously.
that God exists, and you need to tell me which God you think exists. That's how this works, because I'm not here to debate against 200 gods or 2,000 gods. I'm here to debate against your God. You already agree that he exists. You agree yourself that he exists. I don't agree with it. So you can go ahead and get the proof into how he exists without trying to get me to agree with it. Just tell me what you agree with.
The syllogism, again, there can only be, I don't know if I said this word for word, there can only be one God definitionally. If you want to know which God that is precisely, then we have to agree that one God exists.
No,
Before
because there's such thing as polytheism. There's many gods. I've argued with pagans. I've argued with many polytheists. I've argued with people that believe in Kemetic gods. I've argued with people that believe in Norse gods. I've argued with people that believe in Celtic gods. I've argued with people that believe in numerous polytheists that believe in many gods other than just their monolithic God. So I don't have to agree to any of them. I think they all bullshit. I don't have to agree that your God exists to have this discussion.
You made a claim. Polytheism is false because even if there were multiple gods, then they would be subjected to gaps entailing absolute nothingness. Absolute nothingness is false because God revealingly exists.
That's an argument for somebody who is a polytheist. I'm not a polytheist. I just said that I think it's all bullshit, including your God. Their gods and your gods is bullshit. So I'm not a polytheist. That's an argument you can make towards them. But no, I actually don't disagree with you when you say that they're false. But your God is false as well.
That's just a claim, so let's just stay on one premise at a time. Premise 1, the ultimate creator-creation polarity grounds epistemic universalism. So do you understand what the word "the" means?
I believe so, yes. I believe I know what "the" means, yes.
What is your definition of "the"?
"The" is a descriptor. It describes what you're talking about.
More precisely, a presuppositional determiner for its following closed system. So whenever you say "the," you are presupposing ultimate truth. Ultimate is the second word of premise 1.
Show me that. Show me the definition of "the," and it showed me that stands for ultimate truth. Can you source up?
I said that it's. Yeah, I can get you a definition. Hang on.
Okay, yeah, do that. Show me where "the" means ultimate truth, because you're adding
it's implied.
I got the definition, and it doesn't say that nowhere on the definition.
Hang on, you can't say it's nowhere. It's implied because
Oxford doesn't say it. Webster's doesn't say it.
It's implied with truth because truth has to be ultimate.
So now you're changing the definition based on an implication?
It's the same. It's just a synonym, a tautology. So "the" presupposes truth. Truth must be ultimate. A mind must be ultimate. Thus, premise 1 is valid and sound, just off the first word "the." So all I have to do is prove to you "the," and then premise 1 follows. If you assert the adverse of "I," the pronoun "I," that still presupposes the ultimate creator-creation polarity. As stated earlier, for you to know that you are finite, you have to know your opposite, the ultimate creator of this world. Respond.
Listen, you are making a bunch of, like I said, presuppositions that I do not agree with at all. This is like you keep saying that we have to believe in these ultimate truths. Now, absolute truths do exist, right? Like there's never been a married bachelor, right? That's the absolute truth, right? But when you start saying things like "the" equals the absolute truth, in order to be a finite being, you gotta know your opposite self and all this other. No, these are spookisms, right? You're telling me beliefs. You're not telling me anything that's centered around facts.
There's 3 points I want to address here. When I say ultimate, that implies divine revelation. The second point, there can be married bachelors because God can change the definition of terms. And the last point, what I am saying are not beliefs, it's an ultimate fact. God is an ultimate fact. The law of identity,
That's what I'm pushing back against. I'm waiting for you to prove that, but what you're doing is you're trying to use your biblical beliefs to justify your biblical beliefs, and I need you to step outside your biblical mind and actually try to present some actual evidence of facts to support your claims that this God is absolute, that your mind is absolute, and all this. Like, you're making a lot of claims, but you're not really backing anything up.
Well, a question. Could I ask a question real quick? Because he said that God could change definitions. If God did want to change any definition, how would you know that he changed it? And how did you know that change came from God?
Yeah, God would have to give us some sort of revelation, but I'm saying that there could be a married bachelor because God can change the definition of that term. The 2 points,
that didn't answer
premise
the question,
1, it did answer the question. Premise 1 is...
Did that sound like an answer to you, bro?
No, totally not an answer.
Well, can you paraphrase my answer?
There was no answer to paraphrase. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, then I did give an answer. So can you paraphrase my answer?
You pretty much just said, well, you could have a married bachelor because God could change the definition.
You said the same thing and reworded it. So
because it's the correct answer.
Well, you appear to have all the answers. So just real quick again, I'm going to ask. You said that God has the ability, the powers, the divinity to change the definitions. And what I'm saying is, if God was to change the definition of married bachelor today, how would we know that change came from the Most High? And you said he can give us signs. What would those signs look like?
Your question is an informal fallacy because you're referencing God to argue against him. So you're possibly complaining.
You reference
about
God by saying that he can change definitions, and I'm asking based off the reference you gave.
I agree God exists. If you're complaining about God and how he does things, that's your business. I'm here to debate.
Psychopath, are we having the same conversation? Because what did I complain about? I asked him a question and it turned into me complaining. If you don't know the answer, that's fine. I mean, but you're trying to.
It's a rabbit. It's an informal fallacy.
What you're saying?
It's a red herring ploy. These questions are not arguments. They're just generalized questions.
We are responding
about God.
To what you wait. We are responding to what you are saying, and you're saying we're pulling up red herrings. How? We're not bringing up anything new to the discussion. We're responding directly to what you are saying.
It's the correct answer. God can change the definitions of things. So you're possibly trying to straw man this 1 point because there are other claims that I have to get through. I've got maybe 20 plus claims here, but I'll address the most recent ones.
This is a problem with you presuppositions. Y'all start thinking y'all interrogated. And y'all think y'all just going to beat people to death with 1,000,000,001 questions before we get to ask you anything. No, man, we having a discussion. I know how you presuppositions are. Y'all have a whole script. Y'all like to burn straight through, try to line people up and walk them down this long block and everything else. And all we got to do is cross the street. Like, can we just get to the point? Like,
That's what I'm trying to do, but I'm getting interrupted. So I'm getting to the two previous claims. So again, premise 1 is pre-biblical. So I'm not arguing from the perspective from the Bible just yet. That's premise 2. Number 2 comes after number 1. I've stated this in different terms.
Then the first my issue is your thing in number 1 is you're trying to set us up to agree to something that we do not agree with. So therefore, that once we agree to that, then that opens the door for you to slide in all your BS afterwards. The premise 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right? Like, so no, we're not going to give you that. No, you're not going to allow you're not going to shape this conversation to locking us in to believing in your God before we actually have the conversation. No. Your job is to convince us that your God exists. I'm not going to believe in your God in order for your God to exist. That's not going to happen.
Because you can't prove it. And ultimately, you're saying that your belief is superior to ours. We should just take your word for it and believe in what you believe, even though you can't prove what you believe. Or
it's not a belief.
Well, you've yet to submit. Okay, well, what is the evidence or the proof backing it besides your word?
I will get to this. So firstly, there are only 2 premises, not like 13. So the proof, as I've stated, I'll state it again, is the polarity of God or not God. As we are finite, we are subject to our opposite. The opposite to a finite being would be ultimacy, an absolute eternal mind. Again, only a mind can be absolute, as free will is not subjected to parts. Only an all-powerful mind can be ageless, not subjected to death. And this is who we call God, an absolute, eternal, and revelatory mind, complementing onto-theology. So we have faith in the attributes of God, not if he exists, as we know he exists without fully understanding what it's like to be God just yet. So this also...
You believe he exists. You don't know he exists.
No, I know. I've said, you don't twist my words or put words on my mouth. I said this many times.
But I'm telling you what you mean. You mean you believe because you can't prove that you know.
I've already gone through this. God is an ultimate fact, not a belief.
And that's we're waiting for you to prove that he's a fact. And you haven't proved it
by
yet.
Definition.
Definitions don't make things a fact. That's not how this works. I can pull wait, real quick. I can pull up a definition of Bigfoot. Is he real?
Bigfoot could exist.
It could exist, right? That's when we're dealing with a belief.
So that means there's a possibility he couldn't exist as well.
Right. We're dealing with
God
belief,
isn't
not knowledge.
God is in a different category to a Bigfoot creature.
Yes.
As God is ultimate.
I would actually argue that there's more evidence to support the claim of Bigfoot than it is God. I would make that claim and stand on it.
Because for you to identify a Bigfoot creature, you have to reference ultimate truth, aka God, as he grounds polarities.
No, I don't have to.
You just presuppose God.
For a Bigfoot to exist.
Yes, because you have to know the opposite to know that you are identifying a Bigfoot creature. This goes back to premise 1. The ultimate creator-creation polarity grounds epistemic universalism. There are so many laws backing this premise 1. The law of polarity, the law of identity, the law of non-contradiction, the law of excluded middle, the law of cause and effect, etc. There's like, I could get 12 more laws supporting this.
none of this supports God.
I was gonna say God is
Yes.
not mentioned in any of those laws.
Yes.
Especially-
God's prescriptive laws of logic / thought. God's prescriptive law of polarity. So this ties us back to the true dichotomy of God or not God. As we are finite, we are contingent on our creator, an eternal mind. If you assert a trichotomy, you have to claim absolute nothingness. Absolute nothingness is false because God revealingly exists. If you assert a polychotomy, you have to assert theistic finitism. However, a God subjected to infinite regressions and absolute nothingness is definitionally false. Thus, premise 1 is valid and sound.
The issue that I have with y'all always saying God always been here, because that's when y'all start asking us to believe the same thing that y'all accuse us of believing, right? Because when people like myself who believes in evolution, abiogenesis, and so forth, y'all, the first thing that I hear people like yourself say is something can't come from nothing. But then y'all will tell me that God has always been here, and there's no such thing as an infinite regress. And so y'all basically saying that God was something that came from nothing.
No, that's not my position. There are 2 points here. Evolution is just a label to the motion of matter. So God could be the prime mover for the motion of matter. Thus, science has no impact on the existence of God. God is eternal because he just is. He is an uncaused cause. As only free will can be eternal. If you assert an infinite regression, you are contingent on a set of particulars with gaps or voids entailing absolute nothingness or an absolute God. I'll respond.
You just make a lot of claims. Like, if you accuse me against Galton, you all over the place. I'm still
There were 2 claims that you put up.
Well, I just gave you a claim and you started espousing a whole bunch of other stuff. I just said there's more evidence to support the claim of Bigfoot than there is God. And I don't think either one of them is real. But I can have a
You're not addressing my counter arguments.
Claim than I ever could a God claim.
You're not addressing my counter arguments.
Well, you ain't make no argument.
I did. You made a.
You just making a bunch of claims that didn't back up none of them. You making a bunch of unwarranted claims. Every time I ask you to prove something, you go right back to scriptures or your philosophical positions, which ain't proving anything. Like, we like to see sources over here. We deal with actual evidence. And not just preaching. You're doing a lot of preaching. And it sounds good to tell you.
Don't lie. I haven't referenced the Bible scripture at all this debate.
No, but this
is your Bible the only source of information? And then let me ask you this: who wrote the Bible? Because the Bible was written over many decades, and there's thousands of different versions of the Bible. So who actually wrote the Bible, and how do you know which one is the real Bible?
Your question is an informal fallacy because
you say that about everything.
Hang on, allow me to finish. Your question is an informal fallacy because we have yet to properly conclude premise 1. If you want to talk about the Bible,
you gotta get over that. We're not going to agree on premise 1. So you got that. See, this is why I say I'm not going to agree to premise 1, because you trying to take us down silly rabbit holes. You trying to cut to the chase, and you keep saying you can't answer a question because we didn't agree that God exists. It's silly. Like, bro, you want to answer any questions, or you just want to keep making these wild ass claims without answering anything?
And that's a simple one.
That's a loaded question.
Who wrote the Bible? That should be simple.
I'm strict on debate. I'm speaking the truth. You're not countering.
You're saying it's the truth, but I don't know it's the truth, and I'm asking you to prove what you're saying is the truth. You prove what you're saying.
You just referenced you referenced premise 1 again. You're not properly addressing my counter arguments to your claims. You brought up evolution. You brought up God's eternalness, infinite regression. I addressed all of this, and then you jump back to Bigfoot, and then the other person questions premise 2.
No, you didn't address it. You think you addressed it. You gave me a bunch of word salad, and you think you addressed it, but you didn't address it.
I've got it on my notepad here. Evolution is a label to the motion. I can just add to it. Evolution is a semantic label to the motion of matter, not a defeater to God, because God could be the prime mover.
I didn't reference evolution to defeat your God. Did you understand the context when I mentioned evolution? The context was not to debunk. I didn't say evolution exists, therefore your God don't exist. I don't hold that position. Evolution can be real, and your God can be real. One don't debunk the other, right? That's not my position. I use evolution to show how I don't agree with your whole concept about the infinite regress, about how that's not real because God's always been here. And I was showing the contradictions in y'all mindset when y'all say these things by using evolution, by stating that when we talk about evolution, the first thing people like yourself, who I'm sure is an intelligent designer, will say is something didn't come from nothing. But then y'all will turn around, that I was just again showing the contradiction, that y'all will turn around and say the same thing about your God though, and say that something came from nothing. He was always here. That's why I used evolution. I didn't use evolution to say, well, evolution is real, therefore your God ain't real. So please use my argument correctly, please.
Well, because you're gish galloping,
I'm not gish galloping.
Really,
I'm addressing everything
hang on.
directly, just like I just did just then.
So there's no contradiction in God's agelessness. Responder?
There's no what in his agency? What'd you say?
There's no contradiction regarding God's agelessness.
Yeah, it's contradiction. Where did he come from?
God is ageless. He doesn't have to come from anywhere. And I could go into this. I've already explained this. Like, this is maybe like the 4th time. So only a mind can be.
Explain anything mentioning age, though.
Yeah, eternal. So I may have used a different synonym to eternal or ageless. So again, only an all-powerful mind can be ageless. If you fallaciously disagree with that, your only options is an infinite regression or absolute to nothingness. I've already disproven both of those positions. So the only explanation is an eternal mind. So I think the host has left. So you're on the hot seat now, responder.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I definitely didn't come up here for this discussion. You know, I came up. Seems like you derailed this one to talk about this. I don't have a particular dog in this fight, especially since, bro, you can't even answer the simple questions. I'm not trying to be hostile. I really would like to pick your brain, and you can't even tell me simple things like who wrote the Bible.
I am answering your questions. Your question is an informal fallacy. You have to agree to premise one.
Fallacy? How is
it's an informal fallacy? Informal? Because you're presupposing the truthfulness
I'm not
of God.
presupposing anything. I'm asking you to explain, since you're acting like you're all knowing about this subject. Then I would think that would be simple. That's like a walk in the park to answer who wrote the Bible.
Right.
I'm an expert on this subject, not all-knowing.
Okay, cool. Well, since you won't answer it, it says the Bible is a collection of sacred texts that was written over a period of thousands of years by many different authors. Do you know who any of those authors were?
Your question is an informal fallacy because we have yet to properly
Take it away,
conclude premise one.
Yeah, it's like talking to a wall because he doesn't answer no questions. He just gives you a bunch of words out. Like we up here attacking your source material. Your source material. I go to your premise one. You got Bible scriptures written right here. Be easy to look at the private chat and see. You quoted Bible scriptures. So we trying to get to
That's
the source
premise
material.
2.
Oh, excuse
Premise
me.
2 has Bible
We didn't
scripture.
agree in premise 1. I forgot. We didn't agree in premise 1. Premise 2 is filled with Bible scriptures. So let's get to the Bible scriptures.
Then you agree to premise 1 if you want to move on to premise 2.
No. Why do we need to agree to premise 1 for you to get these Bible scriptures? Why do we have to believe your God is real for you to finally get to your Bible scriptures that you're trying to present?
Well, firstly, you have to agree that God exists because in order for us to talk about a sacred book, we have to presuppose the truthfulness of God's attributes to understand the actual
I agree
text.
that you believe that your God is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, all-powerful. I agree with all that. That you believe that. I don't believe that, though. So can we move on to point 2?
Firstly, I know God exists. Again,
No,
if you
you
want to
believe it,
move
and
on
I'm
to
about
premise
prove it.
2,
I'm about to prove you don't know it. Second you get off this BS right here and keep it going to the next premise, I will prove it.
you're committing informal fallacies, red herring ploys. You want to jump to premise 2.
You saying
I'm on premise 1.
And I'm stopping you like, no, you don't know. And I'm gonna prove it. I'm just waiting for you to get past this silly nonsense where you need us to believe the Bible is real in order for us to get these Bible verses. We never going to get to point 2 because you're never going to get me to say that God is real.
I didn't say that. I said you have to agree to premise 1
And
before
what's
we
premise
move on to
1? That
premise
God
2.
exists, right? Isn't that premise 1? God exists?
Tautologically, yes.
Like I said, I'm not going to agree that God exists. You got to prove that to me.
I have. So this is why you have to stay on one premise at a time. So I just have to repeat myself.
No,
the
you don't have to
ultimate
keep repeating
creates.
yourself. You're repeating yourself. You can reframe this question how many times you want. I'm not going to agree that your God exists. Now, if you really want to have this conversation, you'll get past this. It just goes to show you trying to get me in a trick bag. Because if your information was that thorough, you wouldn't need for me to. You wouldn't care if I believe God existed or not. You would just come in here trying to flame me up with your Bible scriptures, beat me to death with your desert dwelling fairy tales, and try to prove your God. But that ain't what you're doing. You're trying to put me in this trick bag, in this box, where I'm agreeing that your God is real. I know how you presuppositions are. Y'all that's why I pay very close attention to what you motherfuckers say. Each word that come out your mouth, y'all saying for a reason. And I know what you're trying to do right now, and I'm not going to agree to it.
You have to agree to the format of a debate.
No, I don't have to agree to no format to debate. We ain't even come up with this again. This ain't even a debate because we ain't even got a topic. What are we debating right now? I don't even know what we're debating right now. What are we debating?
It's not it may not be a formal debate, but it is a debate in general. It is a debate in general. We are debating. You are disagreeing with what I am saying. That's the definition of the verb
this is
debate.
a debate. You're being disingenuous because you're trying to force him to take a position in a debate. Y'all supposed to have contrarian views. He said he doesn't agree with the premise, and you keep hammering on premise 1. We should be progressing to premise 2 already. If this is a debate, but it's not. It's a discussion. Debates have structure. There's nothing structured about this discussion.
I am being genuine because if you want to talk about which God exists, then obviously you have to agree that God exists in general first. Shouldn't be hard to follow.
You don't have to agree that God exists. I agree that the God concept exists and you believe in it. That's the only thing I agree to. I don't have to agree that your beliefs are true. I don't have to believe that.
And why are you trying to force this debate on your terms? If it's a debate, shouldn't it be on neutral grounds? He took his position already that he disagrees with you. So why don't you just move forward making your compelling argument instead of you're trying to force him to believe with your ideology?
Firstly, God, this is to the host, and then I'll address the recent points / claim. God is concrete, not just a conception in our mind, as he is an ultimate fact. So we can't, out of nothing, claim an ultimate fact. I know God exists, so stop putting belief into my arguments.
Until you prove
and then I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished.
You don't know nothing. Until you
I'm
prove
almost
that
finished.
your God exists, I'm gonna keep saying you don't know nothing. You gotta prove to me that you know something.
I'm almost finished.
Okay, well, prove to me that you know something.
I'm almost finished. I'm addressing multiple claims at once. I've got a notepad up. You should, if you don't have one, I would advise to.
Long, man. People got other things they want to
The
talk
more
about.
you interrupt, the longer this is. Stop interrupting me. Allow me to address the other person's point.
Calm your ass down. You don't run shit over here. Now, I'm trying to be patient with you, but you're starting to get on my fucking nerves. All right? This ain't I'm white because I say so as channel. Okay, let's get that clear. Now, you want
I'm responding to easy. I'm responding to easy. Isn't that fair for me to respond to the other panelist?
You said you was responding to me first, and then you was going to go to him. So you was responding to me.
Yes, I have. I've addressed the 2 points here. Now I'm addressing the last point. I said I am almost finished. So again, this is a debate because we are disagreeing with what is being put forward. So for me to stay on premise 1 is perfectly valid because number 2 comes after number 1. So that's my bit. So you can respond, but just remember I'm taking notes. So if you gish gallop, I should be allowed to respond to each claim or point.
B, do you want to address that?
Honestly, I don't really know what there is to address because now you're actually doing ad hominem. You keep saying that people are gish galloping, but literally we're asking direct questions. You're not answering. You say that you're responding to the claims, but your response to the claims is just you regurgitating something that you already said. We ask a question and then you say premise 1. We ask a question the 5th time, you say premise 1. You literally haven't progressed past premise 1 and you keep calling it a debate when no one else besides you're trying to force a debate. No one agreed to a debate, and to be honest, SYKOPATHeist, I didn't even come up here to talk about this. I thought you was talking about something completely different. So you're trying to hijack the dude's stream and panel to talk about whatever you want. You're trying to force people to accept your ideology, and he already says that he doesn't, bro. We're trying to understand your ideology, but you're trying to force it upon everyone and say that whatever you say is right and factual, but you haven't proven it. You've given lengthy diatribes, but there's no evidence to back up what you say outside of you repeating what you said.
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 claims I gathered here. So the first claim, I'm not throwing out homonyms.
Wait. Damn all them claims. Let's get are you going to get the premise 2? This is the last time I'm asking. Are you going to get the premise 2 with these Bibles? Yes or no?
We can get to that. I want to. These
now,
are a lot of claims.
Now, not later. Now, this take it too long. Now.
I'll be quick. Please. Then you don't dodge. This will be seen as a dodge from my perspective.
No, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done talking to you. All right. Now, be easy. What's good, man? What'd you come up here to talk about? Don't worry about that shit.
No, that's wild, bro. Yeah, I just seen that you had I seen that you had the young Pharaoh one, and this dude reminds me of young Pharaoh because he does a lot of word salads, right? Young Pharaoh, I don't think the dudes like the dude that was just up here. Clearly, he's not a dumb dude, but clearly he is a bit delusional and misinformed, and that's kind of how young Pharaoh is, right? Delusional, misinformed, smart brother, you know what I mean, but kind of all over the place, and everything that he was accusing you of, he was doing the same thing. You know, oh, you're making a red herring argument. How was me asking a question a red herring argument? He said it's an informal fallacy. How is it a fallacy when I ask you a question and you haven't determined the validity or legitimacy of what you're claiming? He said he wants to address a claim, but he haven't addressed the first claim. Who wrote the Bible? That should be like a layup, right?
Right.
For someone that's a Christian and so devout and devoted to God, who wrote your teachings? You want me to refer to these teachings, but you can't even tell me who wrote it?
He could. He didn't want to go down that rabbit hole because, again, he's a presuppositionist. I'm used to dealing with these motherfuckers. They got a whole script they go through, right? They got a whole script they go through, and that's why he had to line it up the way he lined it up. And he had to lock me in to premise one before he can get to anything else in his script. Because once he locked me into that premise one, then he can manipulate the rest of the conversation / what he calling the debate, whatever. Because he can always go back and say, well, no, we agreed in the beginning that you said that God exists. So now I got to work with him under that paradigm for the rest of the conversation, and I'm not doing that.
And you actually, if it's a debate, you actually kind of start off kind of conceding the ground to him, saying that he is correct, right? So that's kind of how he's positioning himself and framing it as he already won the debate, and now the grounds of the debate are based on you agreeing with his premise first. So he's basically trying to control and manipulate the debate so he can get you and lock you in and say, look, I'm not manipulating it. You agreed on premise one. But even how it's written, the ultimate creator, creation, polarity, grounds, epistemic universalism. Come on, bruh. Like they say, if you can't explain it to a 6th grader or a 6-year-old, you don't know it good enough yourself. Would you explain that premise to a 6th grader like that? No, you wouldn't. Get to the point. Get to the meat and potatoes of your discussion. He's dancing around the premise using all of this intricate word salad to ultimately really say nothing when you unpack what he said. Like, what did he really say?
Nothing. Just gave me a definition of what he believes his God is and what his ultimate power is. And he's the answer for everything. It's God to the gap. It's a lot of fallacies he tried to slide up in there and kept trying to say we was Gish-Galvin. No, actually you're Gish-Galvin because you're all over the place because I'm addressing what you're saying directly. I'm not Gish-Galvin nothing. I'm not adding anything new to the conversation. I'm just challenging you on what you're actually saying. So I don't understand how that's Gish-Galvin.
Yeah, and then everything was an informal fallacy because I was just asking his point where when you said married a bachelor, right? And he said, I want to address that claim. There actually can be a married bachelor because God can change the definition. I was actually, because I like to do a debate tactic at times where I can see the point. Okay, I can see the point that God can change definitions. But how exactly do we know that? When Webster's or Oxford changed the definition, was that the employee at Oxford changing the definition, or was that God? How do we know the difference? Oh, that's an informal fallacy.
It's convenient because they can always say that the employee was inspired by God to do it, right? This is the issue with these God claims. They can just insert him everywhere at any
God's plan.
Time they want.
Hey, that's the informal fallacy right there, but not according to him.
Exactly. Rozzy, what's good?
I came to defend that Bible, nigga. Jesus walked on water. Jesus walked on water, nigga. Prove me wrong, nigga. Prove me wrong that Jesus ain't walk on water.
Whatever. We're good, Roger.
No, I'm kind of shocked that you are alive tonight, man. You've been on Q Butter panel for like 3 days straight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Well, I wasn't
man.
on there the entire time, but I was on there for a lot of it.
Yeah.
I was helping them moderate, giving them time to go to sleep and everything. Because without me, that shit probably would have died a long time ago. Because he needed time to go to sleep.
Yeah, bro.
Moderate his channel.
Yo, who the nigga on the panel? Who be easy? What's good, baby?
I was good with it.
Where you come from? You new here?
I mean, I've been here for a couple. I came here for a couple weeks. I seen, like I said, I told SYKOPATHeist. I seen.
So
Jason
listen right quick. Jesus died and came back to life and died again. Prove me wrong.
I ain't proving nothing wrong when it comes to that. Y'all can have a religion. I told SYKOPATHeist I didn't even come here for that. But if I'm up here, I'm going to engage in that. So whatever. This is what I would have to say, bro. Once people make those claims or those assertions, it's kind of up to them to prove it. And if they truly believe it, where I'm from, we show our work and our resume. So if a dude say he got bodies, like, he has to be able to substantiate that. He say he got chicks and cars and stuff. You need some verifiable proof or enough people to vouch and verify for you. This dude didn't present any type of proof. He's saying the Bible is his proof. Cool. I said it's been written by a litany of authors. Do you know any of those authors? Oh, that's an informal fallacy. So many people that push this religious line, they're not really willing or able to stand on what they claim that they believe in, because they can't even answer simple questions. So yeah, I try to stay out of these discussions because I know many people that Bible thump, they don't really actually stand on what they claim to stand for.
Nah, they can't. Yeah, Rob, did you see the thing about Young Pharaoh?
What you say? I hear you.
Did you see the beginning with Young Pharaoh? Did you see all that?
No, I didn't. I was listening to some other shit. No, what happened though?
Oh, well, shit. He went on side nutters, lost his motherfucking mind, talking a whole bunch of nonsense, and then turned around the next day and got robbed and got pistol whipped.
By who?
Some dudes out in Houston robbed him, pistol whipped him. Then he went live, leaking from his head.
What did he say?
Then he got robbed.
Oh, okay.
Then he got robbed, and just blaming black people, the black community. This is wrong with us. You know how these motherfuckers.
Okay.
You gotta be the whole community's fault.
Shit, man. I mean,
wasn't he saying disrespectful stuff towards the community on multiple instances?
Yeah, but what wasn't that? It wasn't Young Pharaoh talking about going to white women and fuck black women and.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't he saying all that?
He shot at his baby mother's crib. Started calling, but all black women were bitches and hoes. He went from black women to God to them being bitches and hoes. He was ass kissing for all those coon conservatives and
yeah, it was saying that black people were dumb. I've seen videos like he going in on black people, and I think that he has the right to say all that stuff. But when somebody pull up on you and push your issue and really, pull your card, then hey, I mean. Well, what else was you thinking? See, these people think, hey, I could just do this and say this without any type of ramifications. I mean, I don't know what type of cats he been hanging around, and they get insulated by hanging around these non-black people and the anti-black bigots that will give them a paycheck. But when they around some real hitters, you feel me? A lot of cats like, bro, I don't care how many subscribers, followers. And then he was bragging about, did you get a shout out from the CIA? Bro, what cat from any street, and not just street, but any reputable, notable background is bragging about getting a shout out from the CIA, because it's either you on some agent type of behavior, because if they know about you, and did they shout you out in glowing terms, you know what I mean, or are they saying that you a public enemy? Because if that's the case, it makes it even more suspect that you saying that the CIA is on to you, and then you just going around running your
But
mouth.
let me ask Psycho this. What is his explanation to coming back to the conscious community? What was his explanation to coming back though?
His explanation, he didn't really give a good one outside the fact he said it's time and everything else. I mean, we know why he came back. His money was drying up. Because he got, like I said, those white wing motherfucking Republicans, they stopped fucking with him. He got kicked out of that CPAC thing, what was that, a couple of years ago? What was it, like the 2020? He got kicked out of the CPAC joint after doing all that cooning for all those years. And afterwards, he said that wild shit about the Jews and all that. So they kicked him out of the CPAC thing and they cut his ass off. And ever since then, he's been like, slowly but surely going through all that money, getting his cars repoed, had to move out of his house, and now I guess he's living in Houston now. But he ain't in that same house he was bragging about. And yeah, his money's dried up. So he saw Sinetta was making some money during the debate. So he figured he'd come over there and try to grab some of that cash.
Okay. Okay.
But even then, he from what I'm seeing, maybe I'm wrong, but it's kind of like what the Fox News Tucker Carlson will do. If he invites somebody on from an opposite viewpoint, he tries to bring somebody on that in his mind he can intellectually dominate. So young Pharaoh goes on and he's willing to debate people that he thinks that he's superior than intellectually, but then when people give him some pushback and kind of know his stuff, he starts getting into the antics of like, I got more money than you, and man, I've been known by the CIA and all this stuff. All that is just like posturing and kind of placating to whatever delusional audience that he has, bro. If you're debating me on the facts, the black and white was right and wrong, don't bring up your accomplishments, don't bring up your money or whatever you've done in the past, what you plan to do in the future. It's about the now on the debate. And there have been a couple people, I haven't seen too many, but I have seen a couple, because I don't really follow the dude. I don't know when Sinetta does his thing, but when I see him come up there, I have seen a couple cats, you know, that was giving them some like legitimate pushback, and then he just gets all emotional and start acting effeminate, doing ad hominem attacks. And how we supposed to have a good faith debate? I'm not no sucker, bro. So you start throwing shots at me, now the energy is gonna take a different turn. But if we just trying to have a civil debate, it don't have to devolve into that. And I see he does those kind of tactics. Is kind of a form of intellectual cowardice.
Was you over there at Q Butter's joint? Was you over there at Q Butter?
I seen Q Butter on there. I seen
man, them niggas over there is too much for me, man.
Yeah,
them niggas is too much.
Yeah. I don't.
Pseudo was off the chain this weekend.
That'd be wild to me, because I have to tune it.
I'm just saying, like, hold up right quick. I'm just saying, like, them niggas get too disrespectful. Like, you got a nigga up there talking shit to me. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was just up there for shits and giggles. I wasn't even.
He was just talking about it. That's what all them pseudos do. When you give them pushback and that cognitive dissonance starts kicking in, and they realize that they really ain't got no good arguments that can get around what you're saying, the emotions going to kick in, and then that's when they come to ad hominems, they come to threats. They're going to beat your ass. They're going to, you just got a third. They're going to talk about your girl, all kinds of silliness just to derail the conversation, make it devolve into something else, and then they'll turn around, run back to their channel and say, you attacked them, and then start playing victim. It's hilarious with these weirdos.
Yeah, they're going to make a whole week of content off of it. saying that, oh, they gonna say that you was emotional, but they so emotional that they ran to go make some content about it, right? They say, man, stop being a victim, but then they make content complaining about, look what they did and said to me. Like, nigga, are you a victim or not?
Right.
Yeah, it was just too much.
That's what they do. I already know, like on Sundays, I'll be ready.
Yeah, I was doing a little bit. I was trolling a little bit.
Yeah, I prefer.
I started trolling a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Temporarily.
Yeah, you can't hear me. Oh, fuck.
No, I can hear you now. Yo.
Okay, here we go. We back.
Man.
It does? Gotcha.
Yeah, it does say that.
Nah, we good.
Now you good, yeah. Yeah, but you know about the
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, bro.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I had to refresh real quick. Okay, there we go. We good.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, I was going to tell them abos, like, you know, if we ain't African, why do we look like the motherfuckers then? And another thing, like,
No, it's not you.
You there? Or is it just yours?
Fucking up. My shit fucking up.
Let me go back. Yeah, it says offline.